we are live now, and back at it again. And the first thing I'm going to say is Happy New Year. I hope this year will be good for you, and you'll get whatever New Year's resolutions you planned on doing. And for New Year's, I'm going to try and get the shiny Ho-Oh and shiny Lugia. So let's see if we get luckier this time. And with me again is James.
Hi, Happy New Year, back again. Just trying to get this loading up.
And without further ado, let's reset for a shiny. But what I might show first is with my Pokéfinder. The delay is 375 for Lugia. The delay for Ho-Oh is different, that you have to keep in mind. Click generate, and it's the adamant one that I wanted, which is 15222. That is the frame that I hopefully will hit today. And let's go. Yeah, yesterday when we came home from the party, we were pretty exhausted.
So we didn't stream yesterday, mainly because we didn't get back until about 3:30.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Are you playing 3DS right now? Yeah, that Monkey Ball is not as good as the...
Monkey Ball 3D isn't worth getting. I remember when I first got it, I completed it in a couple of hours.
Until now. Let's see if Arch and Shiny Rayquaza are back. I'll make him a moderator because they deserve it.
Wait, so how many people are watching now?
Right now we have 2 viewers.
Oh, is that?
My husband is watching, and I think you as well. Might take a while to update, it depends.
I've got my iPad, and I don't know if anyone can actually hear us. I don't know if anyone's here.
But yeah, I'll wait for, also hopefully the others will come soon. It's 17:34 where I am, which my viewer base being mostly American.
They'll still be in the morning.
About, yeah. But this time maybe I'll stream for a bit longer. Weird how or for you it's kind of weird, you were in 1 hour earlier in the new year than your peers or family in the UK.
I mean, my family in Australia is 18 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So they are in tomorrow afternoon.
Already on the 2nd January, yeah.
And for them, most of tomorrow is over, and they're already in tomorrow, which is strange.
Also, to them it's summer now because they're on the other, they're on the southern hemisphere, not the northern one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Do you remember? You remember that show, Angela Anaconda?
I can't say I remember it. I just seen it.
Well, I do remember distinctively. I remember one scene where she mentioned that she had an aunt in Australia, and her aunt sent her a scarf because they had winter down there.
Yes.
But it was in summer for her. That I don't know why, but that particular scene stuck with me.
I can't say I remember watching it, but I just heard about it because I've got friends in America that used to watch it, and they said the same. They said the same thing, that it was supposed to be pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it was okay. Most people that said they hate it, I think, in my opinion, it's just they don't like the art style, which is fair. And they probably think that it's really creepy or something. Because to some people it's somewhat uncanny, I guess. If you know the uncanny valley, the concept.
Yes, yeah.
Which I can see, yeah. But I actually really have good memories of that show. Maybe if I rewatched it as an adult, I'd see that it wasn't as good as I remember it to be.
But a lot of things never are when you go back to when you rewatch them again.
Yeah, but some things are actually better when you watch them as an adult. I watched, there was that Ghibli movie, oh, we can watch that as well, Porco Rosso.
Okay.
My husband was talking about that one.
Yeah.
It's a Ghibli movie about a pilot who's cursed to have a pig face.
Yeah.
No shiny, let's start again. And I watched that movie when I was 6 or 5 years old, and I was too young to kind of understand the movie because it also has some socio-political commentary.
Which,
and
yeah, most children aren't going to understand anyway.
Yeah, I was really young, and when I watched it as an adult, I liked it much more.
Yes.
Sometimes that can happen, though.
Oh, of course. Wait, did you understand the political stuff back then? Even
Somewhat, yeah, but it was just kind of a blur in my memory, and I thought it was okay. But when I rewatched it as an adult, then I really liked the movie. I could appreciate every single detail. There's also so many details that you miss as a child, or some jokes that fly over your head because you're not mature enough to understand them.
I like Spirited. I like Spirited Away when we watched that.
Yeah, Spirited Away is one of the quintessential anime movies. Usually that is one of the first anime movies people watch. Back then, there's the... it's interesting to talk about. Maybe I should do videos about that, since my viewing experience is so different from most YouTubers on the site, since I didn't grow up in America. Random account, hi. Hey, random account, how are you? I know that we talked on Twitter or X before. How have you been?
X.
Happy New Year. Yeah, I don't like calling it X either, but you know what my opinion is of Elon Musk. I mean, if he wants to, I guess if he wants to waste billions of dollars to get, basically paid billions of dollars to get bullied, which is pathetic when you think about the fact that you could have used that money for housing poor people, a good infrastructure, maybe better public transport.
Rather than just changing the name of the website.
Yeah.
Then
he thought that I don't know what his thought processes were, honestly. Maybe probably not a lot, since he's a nepo baby. People keep saying he's super intelligent, but I've yet to see any evidence of that, because he certainly doesn't act like one, honestly.
Not at all.
I've been alright, and don't worry, most people don't call it X. Yeah, usually I also quite often hear formerly called Twitter.
Yeah, but I still call it that, so...
You call it Twitter as well? Yeah, me too, because...
That's just what it was always called.
Yeah, and also kind of a shame that he changed the logo, because the Twitter logo, if you look at it and you also deconstruct it mathematically, it's a very clever design.
Is it?
The spheres and all that, yeah, it's very good. Whoever made the design for that person knew what they were doing.
Maybe it was Elon.
No, it wasn't.
You don't know that.
Nah, I think I know who did it, but I forgot the name because I'm really bad with names. But yeah, I mean, I don't really use the website anymore. And basically random accounts sent me a PM on that. And I didn't notice that because I ignored my personal messages on Twitter because I kept getting spammed.
Yeah.
By some either PORN bots or something else, some crypto scam or NFT scam. And that's why I just never really went into it again to check my personal messages.
I don't really use it much as it is, but
yeah, I also got really late into the Twitter game actually.
I didn't join until like 2015, 14, 15.
Okay, no shiny. Let's hope this is it.
I don't know how you have the patience for this.
Oh, if you think this requires a lot of patience, then you should watch the normal, let's call them normal shiny hunts. Because that is just up to luck where you reset and check over again. But with this, I just know that I need to get the timing correctly.
Didn't someone else say they had like 46 something resets?
Not resets, but it was random encounters. Yeah. There's a... I think there's some kind of YouTuber who soft resetted for almost 100,000 times for some kind of shiny. I have to recheck that, but...
46,000.
Yeah, 46,000, that's a lot. No, viewership spike, that's also good. If I ever shiny hunt, I want to get a shiny Lilligant or Cinccino. I actually have no idea how to pronounce the Pokemon's name.
Cinccino?
I mean, in Italian, the singular C and the double C and CH are pronounced differently, but I don't think that the Italian pronunciation of that was intended.
I'll have to look it up in a second to see what that is.
Yeah, the thing is with Pokemon pronunciations, they can change. For example, in some movies, they might say it differently than in the games or in the anime. That is very confusing. They even get the sizes wrong.
Oh, of course, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, you don't need to. I mean, some viewers might disagree with me on this, respectfully. I never got into the anime because it was so different from the games. Because I remember distinctively, I remember watching one of the first episodes where Ash goes against Brock.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Ash has a Pikachu, which is a electric type, and Brock has rock ground types, and ground types are immune to electric attacks.
Oh, are they? No, I didn't know that.
And because the logic there is, if you ground something, right, with, for example, also with rubber gloves or with a Faraday cage in electrodynamics, you ground it, then you don't get shocked. I think that is the logic behind that. But he just goes there and activates the sprinkler system in the gym, and then suddenly it just works, and I remember me saying, that's not correct, as a small child, and then stop watching. But I mean,
yeah, but obviously as you get older, your opinion changes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, the actually season 1 is better now than I thought it was as a child.
Is this the Pokemon cartoon?
Yeah.
Thing? Oh, okay.
Just think they're pretty Pokemon. Yeah, that is true. I like Lilligant a lot. Owning a Lilligant in real life might be fun. I mean, I'm a Pokemon fan as much as any other person, but I'm kind of somewhat happy that Pokemon are not real, because any psychic type could just think about turning your innards into spaghetti and then you'd be dead. Yeah, that's the I always said Cinccino, but I don't know if that is correct. That it's a minimal shiny, but the shiny of that one is it's based on a chinchilla, if you know that animal.
Yes, oh yeah.
And the ears are pink or fuchsia, magenta. Lilligant is a cool one. I like these flower humanoid Pokemon. They look pretty. They look cute. Okay, 5 seconds. Boom, boom. Yeah, those are the 375 frames, the animation before the battle starts. and it's not shiny, no.
Remind me again what shinies look like?
Pink. It has a pink, it's white still,
Yeah.
but the blue parts are pink.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Same because Macargo would destroy the planet. Yeah, Macargo, for those of you that don't know, the Pokédex entry states that Macargo emits... What was the correct? I have to check that. The exact temperature that it emits. I just remember it being so warm that you couldn't stand next to a Macargo because you would just ignite and burst into flames. It would be that hot. Let's see. Okay, so apparently 10,000 degrees since... Yeah, 10,000 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than the surface of the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So it wouldn't maybe destroy the planet, except maybe if you had a scenario where you had enough Macargo around, then you would basically turn the planet into ashes. Oh, you're looking at the...
I thought it was a wallet.
Yeah, I also thought that it was a wallet. When we went to GameStop in Germany, I bought a like a wallet, but for Switch games, and it has a Kirby design. Pretty nice. You have to pay attention where you bring your things with you, because my nephew got his Switch stolen with all of his games.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, he still he has one, because he rebought one, but still that does hurt. But what I'm not sure, but should you buy all your games digitally, you could tell Nintendo that you lost your Switch, and then they could re-download it. Shouldn't that work?
Lie to Nintendo about getting a Switch stolen.
I don't think you can lie. I think they have means to find out if you lie or not. I would assume.
I know they should do, because otherwise it's just more money for them.
Yeah. But I think they should be able to do that now. Yeah. I believe so. They do have that cloud thing. Way too many years too late, but I guess better late than never.
Yes.
I'm now, because random account said that I now have the image in my head of some terrorist placing Macargo at certain intervals on planet Earth and then everything getting burned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are also Pokemon that are really dangerous in other aspects. So that's why I'm happy that they don't really exist. That would have been... I don't think it would be like in the games. I think it would be... Humans would have been wiped out by that point.
Yes, I think so as well.
I mean, what can you do when you have rats? Okay, what... In real life, rats... Some women are scared of them. I'm not, but... You can get... You're not scared of rats usually, right? It's a very small animal, but... Imagine in Pokemon, the rats can throw... I don't know what at you. They can electrocute you. They can... Maybe they can throw flamethrowers at you.
Yeah, so it's...
Or they can... Yeah. Good thing that they aren't real, even though... Everyone kind of fantasized at one point, what if I was in the Pokemon world? But then please the world like it is in the games and not like the scenario I described. That would be scary.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see if it's shiny. No. Don't get the timing correctly. There we go. If you don't know, random account has been a fan of mine, or a fan, don't know about that, but a viewer of mine for a long time. From my countdown days.
From your what, sorry?
My countdown days when I did countdowns.
Oh, yeah.
I had 2 countdowns that are semi-finished and I stopped working on them. But like in the state they are now, they're a bit not well done. But I won't start with countdowns. Probably will upload some in the future.
Whereas I think I knew you obviously I knew you when you started YouTube, but that was a long time ago.
The year I started YouTube, that was 2008.
Yeah.
But I technically I was on there earlier at school.
But you didn't have an account.
Yeah, I didn't have an account, yeah, and I remember I used it to see to watch these early Super Monkey Ball stunts and world records. From what he was called, Your Face is Mirth.
It's Pinto Bean 120 now, like he's changed his name. I don't know why, and I don't know what he did tell me once what that meant back then, but
what with the Pinto Bean or the face?
The face one. I'll have to ask. He did tell me what that meant once, but I need to find the message again.
Because I back then my English wasn't as good, and then because I was in 7th grade, and that's when I started learning English because I had it as a class, and I remember looking up what in the world does mirth mean, and I couldn't find anything.
But he did tell me. I'll have to go through the messages and find out.
Been a fan of yours since late 2015 or early 2016. You know what?
Oh, right.
You're a moderator now because I think you deserve it.
Who's this?
A random account, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you can help moderate my chat if you like. Till now I haven't had any problems with...
Just don't block everyone.
Yeah, just don't block everyone. Yeah, it's always nice having loyal viewers like that. That's what every content creator wishes to have. Hopefully I'll get the shiny Lugia soon. If the shiny Lugia I'll just catch with a Master Ball because I think it fits. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. You are welcome. Also, when Arch and Shiny Rayquaza, should they come, I'll also make them a moderator. Don't worry, I won't block people for no reason. Yeah, I mean, I know that. James was just joking around, like he usually is. Man, that's 2008. That's
a long time ago.
Yeah, if you consider the fact that my YouTube account is older than some of my viewers. But that's just the way it goes. This year I'll turn 30. Although I don't feel like I've aged a day over 18. Like, not mentally, but with my body, I don't feel like that. Everyone keeps saying, oh yeah, when you turn 30 or when you're in your late 20s, your back starts hurting and all that, and I'm asking myself, really, does it? I don't have that. But then again, I took care of myself. I didn't sunbathe, I didn't sit down in a very strange position. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, Blissy. I'm glad you could be here. Sadly, I missed your Suicune or Legendary Beast stream, the Jirachi one.
Yeah.
Jirachi shiny is also really nice.
What's that one?
Jirachi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still learning all these names. And,
I mean, I don't expect you to remember all the Pokemon names, but sometimes I only remember the German name, and sometimes the French name, and sometimes the English name.
Yeah.
Hey Caleb, this channel used to be called Yana, right? Also Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. I mean, if you go even further back in time, it was called Miss 6 Nintendo because I didn't know... I wanted to name myself Miss Nintendo because that was a nickname I had when I was a child, but that name was already taken, and I just put 6 in between because 6 is my favorite number. I just like the number 6. Yeah, she used to be known as Yana. I mean, that is still my real name. Still known as Yana, but changed the name to Infinite Omniverse because I wanted to convey that I will do many things, not just countdowns or gaming. Planned on doing other videos concerning other things, be it science or fiction in general. There's a video I'm working on, but I'll release it for Halloween this year, about the worst fates in fiction, because haven't really found that on YouTube, and I think it's interesting to listen to videos like that where you have a video that goes for a few hours and then you have somewhat like an iceberg video, but not an iceberg video in itself. No, she changed her legal name to Omniverse. Oh, don't tell my secrets like that, K Lab. Anyway, yeah, I remember watching a horror content when I was like 9. That's been a while ago. Good to see you still going through. Yeah, thank you. I paused the YouTube thing when I went to university. Now I'm done with university, so I have much more time on my hands. Also, in between all these years, I married. I moved 2 times, not living at my parents' house anymore, and that also that eats a lot of your free time. Also, just adulting in general, having to pay bills, having to. It sounds really stupid when you put it like that, but having to plan what you are going to eat for the rest of your life. For example, that's something that just doesn't occur to you when as a child. Scatmonkey777, hello Yana, happy new year. Hey, how are you? Glad to see that you're here, and also wish you a happy new year. Depending on where they are from. Oh, is it in some parts of America it's not New Year yet, if I'm not mistaken, because it's 18 where I am now, so 6 p.m.
Oh no, yeah. In America, they're only up to 8 hours behind.
Or 9, I think. If I'm not mistaken, the West Coast is 9 hours behind. I could be wrong, but I remember that being the case. Adulting is tiring, yeah, but I understand. Laundry and making food takes so much time. Yeah, laundry, cleaning your apartment, having to rearrange your appointments. That just eats so much time. And also, you have to have a social life somewhere in between all of these tasks. Yeah.
But yeah, streaming in general, just seems like it's fun. I can't remember what I was going to say, but
maybe you'll remember later.
I'll remember when it's too late.
It's 9 a.m. 1 on the West Coast. I live on the West Coast, America. It's 9 a.m. for me.
Oh, it's
Oh yeah, God. Of course, I'm an idiot. Oh
yeah.
God. Yeah, calculate it in my head now. Yeah. Says, hey, James. I think it depends. I think most of America use EST, but California uses PST. PST is 3 hours behind EST.
And also, Scat Monkey, I'm sorry, I don't remember your actual name, but
I mean, if he doesn't want to say it on the stream.
But obviously, if you don't want to say it,
yeah,
that's fair enough as well.
Oh, you know what?
Who's this?
There we go.
Yes. Good.
Scat Monkey, you also deserve to be a moderator, honestly.
I thought that would happen already.
Yeah. No, I forgot it. Luxembourg is CEST, right? CEST. Yeah, it's GMT +1, if that makes sense. There's also the GMT system.
Yeah, and UK is GMT.
Yeah, UK is GMT 0.
That's yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where they first divided the the time zones. Luxembourg is the same as Brussels, or Amsterdam, or Paris.
Is Brussels and Bruges the same thing?
Brussels and what?
Bruges.
Bruges. How do you spell that? I don't know what.
Bruges.
Bruges.
I think I'm thinking.
Bruges? No. Brussels is also they say Bruxelles. It's it's the capital of Belgium. No, Bruges is another city. A very nice one.
Oh, you've been?
Yeah, of course. I've been almost everywhere in Belgium. It's my neighboring country and it's not that big.
You're about 20-minute drive from Belgium, if I remember.
Yeah, it depends on where you are.
Like, we went to IKEA in Belgium and that was about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, it depends if you're like, for example, if you live in Elle, which is a bordering city in Luxembourg, you can literally just walk or stand.
Wait, can we walk to Belgium from here?
No, not from here. No.
Not from
But
here, from where we went in Luxembourg.
where exactly we went?
Esch. Oh, I didn't
No,
say.
in Esch. No, in Esch you can. If you are in Esch, you can walk to France. Because that Esch is the France border. If you're in Wasserbillig, or Wasserbillig, how we say it, you can walk to Germany.
Okay.
And if you are in Elle, or other cities around that, you can walk to Belgium.
Okay.
You can literally stand with one leg in Belgium and the other one in...
There's a video I saw on Facebook where where this guy was at the border of Canada and America, and he would keep jumping over it, saying, "Now I'm in America, and now I'm in Canada."
Yeah, basically you can do that. But don't they have border control? Their borders aren't. They're closed. Because it's not like in Europe where there's the Schengen contract where you can just go.
No, but when you there's a border. I think I don't remember exactly where it is, but there's a border where you have to go to get into Wales.
Yeah.
And that's about an hour away from where I live. So obviously once you cross that border, you're in Wales, and then once you're behind it again, you're back where you started.
Used to know someone in Germany. Oh, I see. Canada use EST2, I think, depending on which part you're in. There is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm used to saying or using the GMT system. But yeah, it's Central European time. There's a town in Quebec border Canada where where a street is the border. Oh, nice. I remember reading about that. Quebec, that's the part where they also speak French.
Yes, yeah.
That's not where the video was taken. Maybe, yeah. Maybe the video that you were talking about was on that border.
So I just discovered the jelly beans have their own game.
Which jelly beans? Oh, okay. They also did that in the movie Paul, but not with borders as in country borders, but with time zone borders. They jump 1 hour ahead, 1 hour less, 1 hour ahead. In Belgium or in the Netherlands, both technically, there is a house where in one part of the house it's in Belgium and the other house is in the Netherlands.
Wait, whose house is this?
I don't know whose house it is, but there was a I think
just on the border.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, it is, but
so
that's
you're always in both countries at the same time.
Technically, yeah. Yeah, like for a European person, especially Luxembourg, because look how small we are. We are landlocked between a few countries, and it's not really that much of a drive. Even if you take the car or the public transport, you very quickly can cross several borders. Like for example, it takes about 4 hours to drive from Luxembourg to Holland or the Netherlands, to be more correctly, because Holland is not the country. Holland is a part of the Netherlands.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was always told it was the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's just.
Dutch people keep. That's the first thing they say. Don't call it Holland. It's not Holland, and they are correct on that. So I stop calling it Holland. I think it's the southern part that's called Holland. I could be wrong though. If any Dutch people are listening, I'm sorry. Used to write in dates as day, month, year. Yeah, I mean we
Yes,
also
same.
in Europe it's day, month, year. I'm always so confused about the
It's
American
the s-
dating system.
It's the same in England as well.
Imagine waking up in Belgium making breakfast in the Netherlands. Yeah, that I mean the people that own that house can literally do that. Although I do want to know how that goes in terms of taxes and postal code, not postal code, but postage. Because the land or housing taxes are different in Belgium than they are in the Netherlands. So
Yeah, I
which
heard that
one
as
do
well.
they pay? Do they pay the both?
The
No, probably
yeah,
not.
And when if someone asks them where do they live, and they can just say, "Oh well, I live in both countries."
Yeah.
So where did you read about this? Was this
Some kind of newspaper, but
you don't
I
remember
also I don't remember. But I mean, if you were to Google it, I think you'll find it
the name?
pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
I have to do that. Just see.
Luxembourg, the same time zone as Sweden. Yes, it is.
Are they in Sweden?
Hmm?
Is he?
No, he's not from Sweden. He's American. But yeah, Sweden. I mean, time zones are vertical, not horizontal, obviously. So, never been to Sweden. I have to change that.
No, I know someone in Sweden, but I know people everywhere.
Yeah, you know people from the Maldives, even one.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Still in
Yeah.
contact with her?
Yeah, occasionally. She just doesn't. She basically took a break from social media. I've got her on iMessage. I messaged her to say have a good Christmas, and she got back to me on that. And, yeah.
Merry Christmas. Well, I mean, she's probably Muslim, so they don't
Oh, that's
celebrate
true. No,
Christmas. But
yeah, think
I
she
mean,
is.
the Muslim friend that I have, I also said Merry Christmas and said that back. I mean, I'm not Christian myself, but it's more of a family thing than a religious thing for me.
It's the same here because I'm not really religious either.
Also, thanks for modding me. I'll try and be here. You don't have to. Just should you be here, you can. If not, then that's okay. Though I think I work on most times you stream. Yeah, it depends on when your work is. I remember one of my Filipino friends thought Luxembourg was a city in Germany. Oh, your friend isn't the only one. I keep hearing that.
I think I thought that at first as well, actually. Because when I first met you, I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, most haven't. Which is kind of a shame, because considering how important Luxembourg is in European politics,
Yeah.
and also we are somewhat of a financial core of Europe, and we also have very important banks and other things. So, but I mean, it is very small, right? But I keep hearing that even from people that I don't understand. You know, when people like Filipino friends or like Americans, they say, "Oh, is that in Germany or in France?" I would understand that because they don't know. Have they ever looked at a map of Europe before? If they don't have to, then of course they're not gonna know that. But for French or German people to not know where Luxembourg is, I never understood that, because when I was in school we had to learn the map of Europe.
So did I.
And
But of course, at the time I was only about 12.
yeah, but still, it's somewhat weird to me. Do they never like look at what neighboring countries there are? Is that not a thing that other people look at? Maybe it's just the Luxembourg in me talking. Because I mean, our country is really small.
I think because I remember a teacher saying something along the lines of Luxembourg's only small, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, but that is kind of dismissive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There's countries in Europe that are even smaller, like Andorra. Liechtenstein, which some pronounce as Liechtenstein, but yeah.
When I was younger, I used to think Andorra was in South America.
No, Andorra is between Spain and France.
Mm.
I've
It's
been once, but that
Spain.
was
Yeah.
Spain and France. Yeah.
Oh, but Spain and France like really far apart.
No.
Like
Have
on
you
the-
looked at the map?
Yeah, look on the map. You got Spain and Portugal next to each other.
Yeah, but Spain and France are also next to each other. Not next, but France is above Spain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
But it's still a bordering country. I remember one of my that I read that already. I asked about Sweden because I hope to move there sometime in the future. Good luck with that. You told me that, I know. Why Sweden specifically? I mean, Sweden is nice from what I've heard, and the people, all the Swedish people that I know are very progressive and open-minded.
I only know one person from there, but yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know them really that well, but they do tend to be very progressive, which is good. In my eyes, I know some viewers might think differently, but I'm not imposing my political views onto everyone. Christmas has become mostly ceremonial at this point. Yeah, same. Yeah, one of my teachers thought that too. It always frustrates me when someone says that. I mean, yeah.
It's not just my teacher that was like that then. Which is
Yeah, because, I mean,
weird 'cause,
we, even though we're such a small country, we do have a long history.
is Liechtenstein smaller than Luxembourg?
Yeah, Liechtenstein is smaller than Lux, about half, if not less.
I haven't been, but
I've been once, but that was when when I had a road trip with my parents and we drove through it. Oh, we're in Liechtenstein, and we're not in Liechtenstein anymore. Same with I wasn't in Andorra because I haven't been to mainland Spain, only to the islands.
I've been to mainland Spain.
I also have to change that, but
Because I went to Andalusia in,
oh, nice,
in
nice,
2014, I think.
nice.
So I want to go back there as well.
Yeah, me too. I also want to go back to Spain, mainland this time, not the islands. Because the islands are, for example, Mallorca and
Where did you go?
Mallorca.
Oh yeah.
But please, to anyone, maybe especially Germans watching and listening to this, no, I don't go to the Ballermann, which, if you know what that is,
The what, sorry?
the Ballermann.
Oh. No, I don't know what that is.
You don't need to, but it's during summer in Mallorca. There's the Ballermann where they tons of Germans, usually Germans, some Luxembourgish people as well, go there to basically get really wasted and party all day on the beach. And if you say I went to Mallorca, they automatically assume, since I'm a young woman, that I was there just to get drunk and party. Obviously not me, because I don't drink alcohol at all, but
No, neither do I.
also that music that is playing there, oh Jesus Christ, that is horrible. Ballermann music, basically stupid party music. You have to have a certain amount of alcohol in your blood to be able to enjoy that. Really stupid lyrics. I mean, I'm not judging people. If they want to do that with their own money and time, go ahead. But it's not for me. They invade Mallorca, it's funny, yeah. Yeah, it's really, it's just an onslaught of Germans arriving and partying there. They're not really, some locals aren't really happy with the people coming to party, obviously.
So I didn't mean to have sound on.
It's okay. Sweden and Scandinavia in general, yeah, have grown on me as of late. I also had interest in Switzerland, the Netherlands, and of course Luxembourg, but either they're too expensive or the language barrier is too high for me. Yeah, I mean, Swedish is not too hard to learn for an English speaker.
A lot of them in Sweden know English as well.
Yeah, yeah. Switzerland would be kind of problematic, seeing as they are not an EU country, and usually getting a visa to Switzerland is much harder than getting a visa in an EU country. And people in Switzerland are not too keen on immigration, from what I've heard. The Netherlands is really, really nice. That Dutch is also really probably one of the easiest languages to learn for an English native speaker.
Do you know Dutch?
I don't know Dutch, but I plan on learning it because it's very close to my native language. Or a mix of the two, Sweden, specifically Malmö and Lund. Oh, Lund, yeah, heard about that. Fit my needs perfectly. Getting Swiss citizenship is also hard to believe. Yeah, it is. I keep saying, I keep telling that story when I have family in Italy, and sometimes I did road trips with my parents to go visit them. And every single time when we drove through Switzerland, we were stopped at the border, obviously, because they're not part of the Schengen contract. And they saw our passports, and my passport is Luxembourgish, my mom is Luxembourgish, my brother is Luxembourgish, so that was okay. But every single time, my dad has a Italian passport, and they always questioned him. And that was very suspicious. I don't know, don't want to say the racism thing, but yeah... I mean, what did they think that he was going to do? He's a family man going to visit family with his family. Said family 3 times.
Turn them into pizza or something.
But so they make good cheese, and also raclette. If my viewers know what that is, that's a Swiss. It's a Swiss. How do you say it? It's a food, but it's basically a dish where you melt cheese and you pour it over potatoes. It's really, really good.
I wondered if we could do that again, Mark.
Yeah. I think I need to buy some potatoes, actually.
Well, the stores are open tomorrow. And the rest of
Yeah,
it,
tomorrow,
so,
because...
After today, it won't be a holiday anymore.
Yeah, tomorrow is a normal work day again. Yeah, usually things are closed on New Year's Eve and the 1st January. Yeah, this might be very strange for some people from the UK or America. When I say New Year's Eve and January 1st is things are closed.
Yeah. I don't know how it is in America either. But
Cooking stream. What do you mean with that?
Cooking stream, like cooking videos. Like you make videos of you cooking stuff.
I'm not such a talented cook. I mean, I can cook. Not bad, but that's just because I know stuff that my mother taught me, and my mom got taught by my nonna, and my nonna, of course, my Italian grandmother, her food was really delicious, and my Luxembourgish grandma her food was really delicious, and kind of she got taught by them both, and that's what I know. Of course, I'm not nearly as good as they are at cooking, but I'm not a bad cook, but I'm not a good cook either, I'd say. But I guess I could make a stream like that. I do have a friend though, Max. He's a really good cook. His things are really tasty. He's just... Some people have a talent with that.
this game is so bad.
What game is bad?
You know the pets that you play on PC?
Oh,
This is the one I
yeah.
made for DS, and it's...
Yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do with the Pets games that used to be on PC, unfortunately. Even in America, some things are open today, so there's that. Yeah, we are usually in Europe. European people want their holidays. I mean, some essential services like hospitals and all that are obviously open, but not everything is open. Usually stores aren't. I also recall having to give up original citizenship to obtain the Swiss citizenship. Yeah, I think there is a law. They have standards as high as the Alps. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, they're very strict about who they let into their country, which I'm not the one trying to tell them how they run their things, but just for you, Scat Monkey, it's pretty hard to immigrate because you're not even from Europe. I mean, I think for me, would I immigrate to Switzerland, which I wouldn't, because why would I? I don't need that, but I think it would be easier for me to get a visa because I speak the languages that they have. I mean, not all of them. They also have parts of Switzerland where they speak Italian. My Italian is not that really basic. But I do speak French, which they also do. I speak German, which they do. Even though they have a German they call Schweizerdeutsch, which is not exactly German.
Sorry?
Schweizerdeutsch, it's like Swiss not Dutch, it's Swiss German.
Okay.
And it's just another pronunciation and slightly different grammar.
Hmm.
It's so expensive. Oh yeah, absolutely. Luxembourg is also very expensive to live in.
So is England.
Yeah.
Not as nearly as expensive as Luxembourg, but England is still pretty bad.
Don't know about that. It's just in Luxembourg, unfortunately, we have we have a housing crisis pretty much everywhere, right? But in Luxembourg, it's even worse. We don't have as much surface area to build on. Then we have greedy landlords and venture capitalists that just let buildings stay empty, so they can profit, and they use that to speculate, which is horrible. I'm really angry about that.
Yeah.
Because of that, I am unable to buy anything with my husband. Because if you want to buy a normal house in Luxembourg, say 4 bedrooms, that's gonna cost you over €1 million. That's just insane.
I remember seeing some apartments on Luxembourg websites that were also the same price, and they were literally just one or 2 rooms.
Yeah, it's insane. There's no justification for these prices. They keep saying a demand and all that, but offer and demand. But well, that's my political opinion. I think that the housing market, except maybe luxury things, should not be a market where you have to compete, but it should be decommodified.
Like where you live now, I think you said you only pay about 500 for a month.
Yeah, but I do get help from my parents though.
Of course. But still, compared to how much would this place cost you in Luxembourg?
In the city, it depends on where in Luxembourg.
Esch?
Because in Esch it would cost
Like
over €1,000. I mean,
wow.
2,000 euros even.
So about 4 times the price.
Yeah, 4 times the
Which
price.
makes more sense why you chose to live here instead.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
So much cheaper.
We love making money off of people's living. Yeah, it's just I'm really angry about that. And they keep getting government funds. They have millions already. They're rich, and then it's paid by taxpayers' money. It's an insult, honestly.
Sounds like San Francisco. Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah, but we have a really big problem because also the construction workers, or not the workers, it's never the workers, usually not the workers' fault, it's the upper guy's fault.
No, I've also,
But the thing is, they don't build new things. They were trying to get government funding to build new things, but they don't. Because they speculate on, the land. Because land is also very expensive, just land in Luxembourg.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I've also heard the same thing about Finland. It's supposed to be pretty good where they live.
How about Romania?
Romanian?
I mean, I do know some Romanians, and what is going on around there apparently not really great to live there. They were hit by some economic crisis.
The language seems difficult to learn as well.
That as well. I've heard good things about Finland, how they handle their housing situation. Yeah, but that's because the Finns are just 3 steps ahead of us in that regard. They just said, yeah, you know how to tackle the housing crisis with homeless people? Just give them homes.
Yeah.
Wow, and it magically works. Who would have thought that? I mean, what's stopping the government in Luxembourg? Because they have the money. If we have money... Okay, this is turning into political, right? But if they have money to bomb Palestinians, they have money to build homes. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that. They have money for war, they have money for rich people, they have money for stupid things like some expo in Saudi Arabia, which is also something that I'm not glad that they did, but
Yes, definitely.
they poured millions into that, and they tell us they don't have enough money for social housing, or just social housing already. That has to exist is just so dystopian to me. I think if you work even part-time or quarter-time, if that is possible, you should be able to afford your own place
Yeah,
without any problems.
yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be living with parents at 25.
Yeah. I mean, I also was in my 20s, mid-20s when I moved. It's interesting in where I live because their solution is increasingly more suburban sprawl. It's very frustrating. Oh yeah, that's also different. Yeah, American suburbs, you don't find that in Europe because that's just completely different.
Giving the homeless people homes, no way, that's impossible. Well, that's how it seems to be.
Yeah. Yeah, we also have a growing homeless crisis, but yeah, in Luxembourg it's pretty... They now cry that there are homeless people everywhere, and I mean, that is kind of your own doing, isn't it?
I would also want to leave America. But
Yeah.
I'd have to go there first.
This sounds stupid, but America is easy when you're rich, but that is just basically the case everywhere in the world. Still no shiny.
I read online that a small studio apartment in Hollywood can cost like $2 million.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like in Luxembourg as well, where you have to buy a studio. Okay, it doesn't cost $1 million, but you have to get a loan because usually you don't have $1 million or $500,000 lying around, and then you have to get a loan, and the interest rates have skyrocketed, so you have to pay so much in interest. You basically end up paying almost 4,000 euros a month for a very small studio, and I don't see the point of doing that. If I have to pay 1 million euros, I want a villa. I want a huge place, not a small studio.
I mean, in England, actually, to be fair, if you have like £1 million or euros or whatever you want to say, you can buy a decent sized place. Like, but that, well, maybe not today, but about maybe 10 years ago, it would have been.
Yeah, the politics is one of the core reasons I will want to leave America. Both parties drive me up the wall. The fact that you only have two parties is so bizarre to me as a European. We have from Communist Party to, I'd say, pretty right. Not far, well, I say you could say far right. We have everything. You can vote for communist, you can vote for socialist, you can vote for centrist, you can vote for standard neoliberals, classical liberals, conservatives, Christian socialists, which usually has nothing to do with socialism, and it's just moderate conservatism.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
And my brother in Christ, you made them homeless. Exactly. And
So I've just found out that M&M's has its own like Mario Kart type of thing.
Yeah, oh that one sucks.
You played this?
No, I didn't play it, but there are enough reviews on YouTube to be able to discern that
You've heard of the M&M Mario racing game? It's so weird. So I was given this like an R4 card of like 500 games in one, and it's just full of stuff that I've never heard of.
Yeah, but most of it is pretty bad.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, at least you have the ROMs then.
Yeah.
You are really bad. It's very illegal to have ROMs, kids.
Well.
Remember that. I am legally obliged to say that, or else I'll get sued or something.
Should I have said that?
Bad. No, but it is technically illegal having ROMs.
Well,
technically, but yeah. Bad.
Yeah, but basically, it does at least have some of the Pokemon and Mario stuff, though.
Yeah.
So that's good. And
yeah, because used Pokemon games cost a lot.
We went to a flea market the other day in Germany.
In Trier, Germany, yeah.
And I think Pokemon White on DS was something. I saw a copy that was like €80.
Mm.
And I remember when it first came out, it was only about 30. About 15 years ago. And but I don't need to.
Not me having the R4 card for my DS when I was 10. It's alright if I get into my political views. We honestly don't have two parties. We have one party that's the corporate donor support, which are only split into two parties and very few opposing ideologies. Say again?
What's the celebration?
What celebration?
Party.
No, not that party. A political party, not a party. I mean, you have basically the choice in America of right and far right, which isn't a choice in my opinion. But both of them are basically the boot suckers of corporates. Corporate me.
Do you remember Strawberry Shortcake?
I do, but I didn't really watch that.
Ed and Eddie, Scam of the Century.
Ed and Eddie. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch that as a child, but that's also very popular, I think. Always when I hear Ed and Eddie, I still have to. It always reminds me of that fan theory of them being in purgatory.
Oh.
Or hell, or some kind of afterlife.
I mean, I know I made myself. So in the show they had like a little plank of wood with the little face, and I made mine one of those because of that.
The choice of living in an oligarchy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, oligarchy is the rule of the very wealthy.
Oh yeah.
Ed and Eddie were my bros. Yeah, I mean, I imply every viewer. I don't want to push my political views onto them. You're free to believe or think whatever you want. That's just mine. I mean, are you really surprised that I'm progressive? Considering I'm European and young.
I read some really weird fan fiction about Ed and Eddie once.
Oof. I know fan fiction can sometimes be very interesting. Let's put it.
Same with Phineas and Ferb. That was interesting.
The funny thing is, I only knew. I didn't know any children watching Phineas and Ferb.
Really?
No, only adults.
Oh.
Yeah, every single fan that I know personally is an adult.
Well, yeah, but when the show came out, about 15 years ago.
Mm. You're not. I feel like you just explained to them, which is fine. Yeah, I don't want to come across as condescending or trying to impose my views. So. I also forgot about that purgatory theory. I remember hearing that a long time ago. Yeah, they said that the children were dead and they were from different periods, like different time periods. But obviously that is probably not what the authors intended. It's just a crackpot theory. Or like in TV tropes they would say wild mass guessing. But yeah, it's just I always every single time I read or hear about Ed and Eddie, I still have to think about that because it's just somewhat insane to me. But
yeah. Wait, so you thought about sorry, what was it you thought about again? What was it you thought about again? So you see Ed and Eddie.
The Ed and Eddie, that it is with that theory that they're in the afterlife.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't remember what it was, if it was hell, if it was limbo, if it was the purgatory, but if it was purgatory, I mean, that's not how purgatory works in the original Christian mythos. Purgatory is not a eternal place, it's a place you go to burn the sins away before you enter heaven.
Yeah.
And it's not, they keep mixing up purgatory and limbo. Limbo is a part of hell,
It's also a game.
It's the outer, yeah, it's also a game. It's the outer ring of hell in Dante's Inferno, in his Commedia Divina, where Dante Alighieri wrote a, I think 3-part book series about hell, which is Inferno. That's where Inferno comes from. Basically, the flames in Italian. Then Purgatory, where you get purged from your sins, and then Paradiso, which is obviously paradise and heaven. And Limbo is not a hell in the way that you get eternally punished by getting tortured, which is a really sick idea if you think about it. But it's where unbaptized babies go, which is also messed up. And virtuous pagans, so virtuous non-Christians. And their only punishment is separation from God. That's limbo, basically. It's interesting. I imply those. I mean, I am an atheist, but it doesn't mean that I don't find religion interesting. I've read the Bible, I've read the Torah, I've read the Quran. I've even read the Satanic Bible. Yeah, there is a Satanic Bible.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
It's not what you think it is, actually. You'd think that it's about sacrificing children, but it's not.
What was it?
It's not that serious. Yeah, I think that was just crackpot theory, like I said.
Yeah.
Also forgot that Purgatory. It's not that serious. I love how Ed, Edd and Eddy was made out of Adair, because the creator prior to Ed, Edd and Eddy made mostly raunchy adult content. I think my husband told me something about that before. But yeah, people just keep thinking that purgatory is hell, but it isn't. It's interesting reading about these things, though. I just think the idea of getting infinite punishment for a finite sin is sick. That's just messed up. I think that's the most messed up idea we ever invented. Imagine explaining this to an alien. What would they say? Well, why would you get... I mean, there are heinous people in the world, unfortunately, but even the worst kind of criminals wouldn't, in my eyes, don't deserve eternal punishment. Because no matter how much evil you spread, it's always gonna be limited, or not infinite. It's always going to be finite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can tell.
I'm atheist too, more so agnostic. Yeah, there's a spectrum of that, but I want to make a show that does that. Have those kind of religious aspect. Oh yeah, religious ideology, not religious ideology, but iconography or ideas. For example, salvation is a very nice idea. I'm not against all these ideas, and the Bible or the Torah or the Quran contains some things that are somewhat agreeable. I forgot the name, but in the Quran there is a tax for rich people that the money is being collected to give to the poor, which is a good idea. And they had that already, like thousands of years ago. That I forgot the name of the tax.
It's basically when I was in school, when it came to religion classes, they didn't say anything like that. They just said things like the basics, as in Son of God and things like that. They just sort of stuck to that, and they didn't really give us much more. So we left school really not knowing much about it. Yeah, same with me. We had religion as a class in elementary or primary school, but it was basically just about Christianity. But because I was and still am such a curious person, I just decided to read it myself and form my own opinion on the subject matter. Good to know the difference between limbo and purgatory to put it into my show. I actually have an idea that didn't involve limbo. There's a funny test online that you can do that determines if where you would go based on Dante's Inferno, and apparently I'm good enough to
Because I'm an atheist, I don't go to heaven, which, okay, wow.
You
But
just stay
I
in-
go to limbo because I'm virtuous enough to not get punished in
you
hell,
just
so...
apparently just stay in the ground and fall apart.
Oh, there's also the shores of Acheron, which are which is another border, where the angels that neither rebelled against God and neither were on his side are punished, and they're being chased eternally by bees or something like that.
Yeah.
That also exists. I mean, not literally exists, but it's interesting reading that.
No, I think it is. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's culturally speaking, it has it has a very long-reaching culture. I don't have any problems with any religious people. I also never impose my views onto them. But when you come and say I can't do that because of X, for example, I can't eat meat on a Good Friday because that goes against their religion. That's like me if I were to do a diet. That's like me going to a person eating donuts or cakes and say, oh, you can't eat that because I'm on a diet. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all.
I mean, you can do that, sure, but not
yeah.
tell other people how to live their lives if it doesn't really affect yours. If they're hurting you, okay, that's okay to show your boundaries there, but I just let people like things and let them live. Apparently that is very complicated to do today for a lot of people.
I know, I've heard that as well.
Kinda still weird that it's 2024 already. Still not really...
I wonder when I'm gonna need to write the date again and then see if I mess it up.
Yeah, I always have that every single year. I write down the date and then, oh wait, it's N+1. I forgot. Especially university or school, then you write the date on the paper and then, oh no, wait, it's a new year.
Right, yeah.
New year, new me, apparently. So, any guys in chat, what are your New Year's resolutions? If you have any. Or if you like doing that. I know people who hate me asking them.
I
but
don't really have any. Well, I can't really think of anything.
I mean, I just want to advance my career.
1920.
1920, yeah. My screen resolution. 16:9 aspect ratio, if anyone cares. I mean, I want to hopefully advance my career, find a good job,
Yeah, same.
finally get some money going.
I don't want to go back into retail again.
True.
I don't think I can do that anymore.
I don't know if it's a resolution, but more so of a goal. Move in with my girlfriend. I would say that is a resolution. Yeah, it is. It is.
So would I. Well, goal and resolution is sort of technically the same thing.
Technically, yeah. Keep taking care of my mom and sister. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Yeah. Also, my working on my career. Hopefully, being able to get enough money to move to an even bigger place.
Yeah, me too.
But seeing as rents go, not sure about that. Let's see what the future holds.
At this rate, I'm still going to be living with parents by 40.
Yeah, but that is an American thing that they want their kids to go out at 18, which is very bizarre to me as a European woman, because in Europe, it's especially, for example, in Italy, it's very normal for multiple generations living under the same roof. Like grandparents, parents, and children. I've started my weight loss journey back in September, so I don't qualify that as my resolution. Oh, you could. Good. Still no shiny. Suppose it would be to get back into art and maybe going into dating app scene once I'm at a shape I'm comfortable with. Oh, dating apps, I've heard quite a lot about them. I'm so glad that I don't have to do that, since I've been in a relationship, stable relationship for 13, soon 14 years now. But I've heard from friends who use dating apps how horrible and difficult it is.
Yeah, I didn't like them when I used them.
I'm Hispanic, it's very common for everyone to still be under the same roof. LMAO, yeah, for better or for worse. Yeah, I think that's just an American thing. Get kicked out at 18. Congrats, well, thanks, but I mean, my relationship is as old as some of my viewers, which is kind of funny if you think about it. But my kindergarten love, I guess, high school sweetheart, I think that is the correct term, got lucky there. Not everyone got that. That's a low punny.
Sorry?
Oh, you're already playing Pokemon Hard Gold?
No, I'm not going to play it properly.
Ah, okay, you're
I'm just playing it for comments to see what it's like. Because that way I can still get like a feel of what the games are going to be like without spoiling them completely. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, living on the same roof is just normal. Doesn't help with the housing crisis when you kick your kids out at 18. Oh well, I don't know what the future may hold. Your life can drastically change in 1 month. Right now, if I keep up the viewing hours, I can get monetized on YouTube, which is good. Then I'll also have a second income. That and a job. I feel like you have to have multiple incomes today because everything's been so expensive. And the quality has gone down as well. So you pay more for less, basically. Also the shrinkflation. That is legal and all, just baffles me. And then people act like if I have weird ideas, but is that a weird idea to be able to say I don't want to pay for less?
I don't think so.
More? Apparently it is. I think they are just bootlickers. Moving out in this economy, I know, right? I doubt that it will happen this year, but I can always hope. Yeah, I've heard many horror stories from dating apps about being someone at my age having ever-growing social anxiety. I don't think I have a choice. I see. Honestly, I don't. If I were single right now, I don't even know how would I go about picking up men? Go to a bar? But I hate bars. I hate cafes. Like the drinking culture. Now, if you are a somewhat good-looking woman, you get so many creeps going after you. Even now that I'm taken for so long, that doesn't stop men from trying to get with me. I definitely need a roommate for sure, yeah. For cost reason or also so you don't feel as lonely, maybe both. I'm so glad I didn't have to have roommates. I'm really not a roommate person. If people would go against or wake me up or just go against my daily routine, I would not take that kindly. But that's just me. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was kind of weird. It popped a few times.
What happened?
The timing was kind of off a lot. It just did it. Usually it pops 6 times and it kind of lagged this time. Both roommate for the sake of cost, partner for the sake of being lonely. Yeah, and it's also much easier living as 2 people, like in a partner with a partner. Some people are just built to be roomies, some aren't, yeah. But it is much easier having a partner, that I can tell, because I can, the electricity bill, the water bill and all that, I can split that with my husband. Then it's half, and also rent, right? But yeah, I just don't understand. I mean, I do understand why they don't build social housing, because it's not profitable. As sad as that sounds. But I hope that changes soon. But I can't do more than political activism and voting. That's all I can do now. And I did that. I voted. We had elections this year in Luxembourg.
Okay.
Unfortunately, unfortunately for me, the Christian Social Party won. So nothing's gonna change. They are usually voted by the elderly and boomers. But Jana, think about the poor billionaires. Oh yeah, woe is them, woe is them. Then imagine they wouldn't have 2 yachts. They would just have one. How horrible, how terrible.
2 what, sorry? Oh, yachts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or just 5 private jets instead of 6. Or also that private jet thing, that should be illegal in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or just used very sparsely. Because have you seen how much CO2 that emits?
Quite
It's
a lot.
insane.
I know.
The boomer voters, yeah. Except my parents are boomers and they don't vote like that, but they do know their political theories, at least as that. To be quite honest, most viewers don't know enough about politics. They couldn't even really tell you what's the difference between right wing and left wing. Or they think that only left wing and right wing exists, and they don't know that there's a separate axis for liberal and authoritarian.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that, but that's
No,
just
I don't.
basics. You need to understand that in order
Of
to make
course.
an informed choice, an informed vote.
I mean, I have voted before, but then again, I didn't really know anything about any of it, because where I live, we hear more about American politics than England politics.
Mm.
So I know more about American stuff than I do where I am.
But then still, they learn about American politics, and then they say things like, "Oh yeah, the Democratic Party is left wing," which it isn't. In
Yeah.
what world is that left wing? It isn't. It just isn't. If they were left wing, you would have had a healthcare
Yes.
just like we have in Europe. I still don't understand how you could be against that. But I guess people like voting against their own class interests. Yeah, I love being told by private jet owners that it's the people using plastic bags and straws that are the ones killing the planet. Yeah, you know, if I would live like a complete minimalist vegan who almost consumes nothing for 70 years, it takes a few seconds for some billionaire to emit as much CO2 as I would have during my entire lifetime.
Mm.
Or 70 years about.
Well, yeah, I mean...
That is insane. And then that is also propaganda that they try to give the working class, that they say it's their fault. It's not.
It's not. No, it's not. It really isn't.
Right wing, left wing, like a bird, right? Yeah, like a very weird bird that no one wants to understand, apparently. Like this kind of bird that doesn't want to be shiny because I keep messing up the
So this is, obviously, we know this is Emerald.
Yeah, this is Emerald.
But, Smaragd?
Smaragd is the German word. Like Esmeraldo in another language.
Spanish.
Yeah. The Democratic Party did more to stop the closest politician we had as left-wing Bernie Sanders. Yeah, that is really the closest thing to that. And even then, if Bernie Sanders would be in Europe, he would be a moderate or, yeah,
Do you think he
a
would do right here?
centrist. No, because his things are considered normal here.
No.
He's for universal healthcare. We already have that.
Mm.
So that's not, he wouldn't be very special because we already have these systems in place.
Obviously, we've got free healthcare where I live
Yeah.
as well. So
Than they did with Trump, yeah. No, jeez, Trump. That is also. Oh boy. It's crazy how many people believe a charlatan like that.
what, Trump or?
A charlatan in a snake's oil salesman.
What do you mean? But who are you talking about?
Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it obvious that he's manipulating people?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Apparently not.
I think, well, to me it is. I don't know about anyone else.
And
Well,
now they're
to
doing
you
the
too, of
same
course.
things they fearmonger Trump would do towards him for the sake of democracy, yeah. The settler culture of America just leads to different politics and ideas. It's yeah, it is interesting, and I mean, it is also, that's just the way sometimes that it goes. I don't expect America to be a carbon copy of Europe, but Europe isn't also always as progressive as some Europeans claim.
That's true.
It depends on who you ask, really, because we also have some really racist people. I mean, if you look at our history, of course. I'm not a fan of Trump at all, but what they're doing to him scares me. I mean, isn't there a Supreme Court in some state that tries to make it so that he can't be a candidate for next year's this year's presidential election? Had to call the paramedics for my friend last night, and her family has to pay the ambulance fee. Yeah, ambulance fee is something that I've never heard before in my life, except from Americans. Paying for an ambulance is foreign to me. And they say, when I say got universal healthcare, there's always some American trying to say, to downplay how good it is. They say, oh, you can't choose your doctors, which is not correct. I don't know where they get that from, because that's just usually invented.
Mm.
Yeah, Colorado, which I think overturned their decision, and Maine. Yeah, I forgot which states it was. Well, I can choose. I could even go to a doctor in France or Germany, and my Luxembourgish healthcare would cover that. That is possible as well. Or in Italy, even in the Netherlands, that would all work out. And I can freely choose which doctor to take. Don't know where they got that, but that is a misconception. And in Luxembourg, we got so many people from France and Germany also coming to see our doctors because we have some really good equipment in hospitals. I mean, I'm really glad for that. I didn't have to pay anything. And they say, yeah, it's not free because it's tax paid. Yeah, obviously we don't think it's completely free, but that is still a much better deal than whatever Americans have. Because you end up paying much more in private healthcare for less, basically. They probably see Canada and how they have waitlists, and the provinces have doctor shortages from the point of view in American and strawman it. Yeah, that is basically what is happening. It's 19 already?
Wow, God, yeah,
What?
It is.
It is, yeah. Wow, where did that time
That's
go?
half
Whoa,
the-
what?
Yeah.
You know, I planned on streaming until maybe 9, so 21.
Okay.
I always have, when I say 21 o'clock, the Americans are usually very confused because they say, oh, why are you using military time? Oh, that's apparently military time? Okay, that's just normal time where I'm from.
I know, it's the same for me because I say 9 p.m. Same.
Yeah, it's now 7 p.m. Already pretty dark outside. That's the thing though in Sweden and Finland, that because they're so high up in the north and they're so close to the North Pole, they
Yeah.
the sun basically sets at 3 p.m. and that is, I don't know, that would make me depressed for after a certain time. I'm gonna go now. You guys have a good new year. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks Caleb.
Thank you.
And have a great new year and see you next time, hopefully. Take care. Yeah, take care, Caleb. Is it Caleb? Because it has 3A. I don't know, maybe they thought it was funny. They don't just want to be called Caleb on YouTube.
Back in a second, just do that.
Pretty happy about there's lots of people in the chat, that makes me happy. I wonder why I keep messing up the timing. Don't know how many attempts I am now. Good thing I grew up with the 24 times system. Oh, you did? Even though you're American, that's interesting. That's intriguing. Hopefully I'll also be able to do Blissy's, I'm a Blissy the YouTuber, made some custom events. Trying looking into that. Maybe I can get my hands on an Australian e-reader, which should be in PAL format. Just googling how much these cost. Probably a fortune. Okay, on Amazon it's currently unavailable. Oof, 120 euros. That's something. That's quite a lot. I wonder if maybe I can get it on. Yeah, this April. The I was looking up the price of the Australian e-reader.
Oh.
Because that one,
Did you
Blissy
find
said that one is PAL. I did find it, but it's really expensive, obviously. Over 100 euros.
200?
I do kind of want it, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I am a retro collector, right? And first, it would do nice in my collection, and second, it would be then I'd be able to insert these custom-made events that I'm a Blissy made.
Oh, that's who mentioned it the other day.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. It was just out of boredom for me, though most Americans that do know the 24 system learned it through the military.
I somehow taught it to myself. I don't know how much though.
Can this be, please? Can I get the timing correctly now? No? Apparently no. I'm trying to get used to the Euro time zone so I can connect with friends of mine in that area, like an artist friends in the UK. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck to emigrate to Europe. Whatever country you may choose, if Sweden or Netherlands.
A lot of people I know who moved to England end up going back because they don't like England.
Yeah, I mean, I already talked with him about going to immigrating to the UK, but honestly, with Brexit and all that, also, of course, I wasn't for Brexit.
No.
I mean, they were told what was going to happen and they said no, and now they're deep in the SHIT, and I mean, I told you so. If you vote for that, then it's basically the leopards ate my face thing. You vote for the leopards eating faces party, and then they eat your face, and you say, oh, but I thought they weren't going to eat my face. Well, too bad.
Yeah.
If you vote against class interests, then
Definitely.
too bad. And I don't think the UK is a good place to be right now, from
No,
what
it's
I've
not.
heard.
No, not at all.
Because they have economic problems now. Don't they also have problems with trucks, finding truckers? Because
Yeah.
almost every single trucker was foreign.
Yeah,
Well,
because a lot of them are from
Poland?
and yes, and Romania and places like that.
Yeah. I also
Which-
feel bad for those. Usually they have to work.
I personally have nothing against that.
No. I feel bad for them due to the working condition they're subjected to.
Hmm.
That is why I feel. I don't feel bad for someone being Polish.
Oh,
Why? That would be very strange.
but who said that? I know.
Hmm?
So I thought someone in the
In the chat
said
said, no. It's just I feel bad for these workers these truckers.
Yeah.
I've talked to truckers before, and work can be really tough. Some of them got vein problems because they were sitting for so long, right? Yeah, veins. Because if you sit, you can get a vein insufficiency,
Hmm. I know
and
what you mean.
yeah, that is a problem that can happen. I do hope for my friend finds the courage to get out of the UK. Oh, he wants to leave the UK. I mean, don't
Yes.
paint me surprised. But it's a shame, though.
I'm trying to get out of it as well.
Yeah, but how though? You need to.
You should just let me let you pay rent.
You want to go to Luxembourg somewhere? Is there a place in Luxembourg or Germany or France where you? Is there a place in Europe where you'd say that's where I want to live?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, again, probably Luxembourg if I could afford it.
Yeah.
Or around here at least.
Mm. Best of luck, James. He says.
Thank you.
The thing is, if you want to go to Luxembourg, you have to learn at least one language, and the problem is, if you only learn German or French, that's not gonna do it.
I mean, if I had to stay in the UK, there's a lot of beach towns that I could look into. Brighton being one of them.
Mm.
I don't know if you know where that is.
No.
It's
No,
basically a
don't
couple
think so.
hours from where I live. It's quite nice.
Mm.
So I could live there, but apparently that's pretty expensive as well.
Mm. Yeah, beach towns usually tend to be more expensive, also in Europe. Okay. Hopefully this is the frame. Yeah.
What's that? Does it make a different sound if it's a shiny?
Yeah. Like for example, it's not, but I'll send out a shiny now,
Yeah.
and then
Just to. Oh, okay.
it goes bling.
So that one is obviously a shiny, but not the one that you wanted.
Say again.
So obviously that's the sound it makes. It does. That's the sound it does when.
When a shiny appears,
Yes,
yeah.
I think I don't remember if I said last time that I knew someone who action replayed the Emerald and got all the shinies at once.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the point of cheating shinies? There's no point in that because
I have the same logic. Well, as in that I agree with what's the point because it just defeats the object really.
Yeah.
If you get them all.
yeah, because then you get them and you didn't put in any sweat, basically.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I like this more than random resetting and
Yeah.
hoping for the best, because with RNG you still have to do some math, you have to do some thinking, and I like that.
Yeah.
And also being somewhat in control.
No,
Of
me too.
course,
Me too.
it's kind of hard getting the timing correctly because you have to press A at the exact time. It's a 1/60th time frame.
Yeah. What buttons are you pressing to reset? Obviously, don't do it now, but.
Yeah, but I press start, B, A, X, and Y on GameCube. It says usually every Pokemon game has a soft reset combo. So a hard reset is if I press the reset button on the console, which the GBA doesn't have, and the GBA SP doesn't have it either, and the Micro doesn't have it either.
I remember when I was younger, I never wanted to press the reset button because I thought it would delete the whole game.
Okay, interesting. No, there is a reset button, obviously, because as you can see, I am playing on a Game Boy player, which is something is a extra add-on you can get for the GameCube, which is really, really expensive to get right now. So I'm really glad that I have the one that I had from childhood.
Wait, is this the Game Boy add-on?
This is the Game Boy player, yeah.
Oh, that's what the add-on you meant. I always wondered what those things under the GameCube were for.
Yeah, that is exactly what that is.
Because obviously when I was a kid, I don't remember hearing about it.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember it appearing in stores and so many people wanting it, and I mean, my parents bought it for me because I was a child, right?
Then, to be fair, I never really got a GameCube until like 2007, 2008. So like.
No, I have my childhood
discontinued
GameCube
by
has it. Has it. Then I have my husband also had it, so I have that
I
one.
wonder what other add-ons they had for it.
There's a add-on for the GameCube that lets you be able. It gives you the opportunity to connect your GameCube to the internet.
Okay.
But there's only one, to my knowledge. I could be, like I always proclaim, I could be incorrect, but I think it was only for one single game.
Oh, really?
And that was Phantasy Star Online, because that was an MMO.
Oh, yes.
And
I've heard about this.
then there's also an add-on where you can basically do a LAN party, LAN party, with your GameCube. Is anyone in my chat old enough to remember LAN parties? That was cool. So you can play, for example, you can play Kirby Air Ride.
I do hope you
8 people could play it.
Yes. Yeah.
If you hook up 2 GameCubes to each other, you could do that. Yeah, that is Phantasy Star Online. I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, but I only bought it to get the Tails Chow, to be honest. I don't care about the game. I'm not a MMO person.
I regret getting rid of my GameCube player. Oh, well yes, I would as well.
Huh, your GameCube here? I thought you didn't have one.
No. Scat Monkey said that.
Ah, okay.
Just now.
Okay, yeah.
I've never had one.
Oh yeah, I saw that now. I was focusing on Eontimer now. Still no shiny. Do I really mess this up so hard?
I would ask to try, but I don't want to. Because what
It's
if
hard.
the one time I do it is the time that you get it?
I mean, you need to be. You're not used to getting the timing correctly, and I do have some experience with that. Closest thing to a LAN party for me were in-person Splatoon 1 tournaments. Yeah, that does come close to that. But there's also other add-ons for the GameCube, but some of them only releasing in Japan. I know that there was for Phantasy Star Online, there's a controller.
What specifically that?
That has a keyboard.
Oh wow.
It has a keyboard, yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't know any of this.
I'll Google it. This one, yeah. Looks like a wave bird.
I've seen those before.
Oh wow, 208 euros.
I've
What
seen these before.
the?
Look, you can get a pink one there.
No, but that is
I know
that
it's
is
a knockoff. It's
no.
a remake, but still, I think I've seen that before. But why does it have two? Why do you need to plug into 2 ports?
Probably because one port gives the movement information and the other port gives the typing, like the ASCII characters.
That one was 72 euros.
Yeah, but it's not. It says nicht auf Lager, which means they don't have it.
Oh, out of stock.
Yeah, out of stock.
Okay.
But I do kind of want one, even though I couldn't. I don't think I could use it, but
Well, you've got the game, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
So maybe you could still use it. Or try Kleinanzeigen, maybe you'll find it on there.
Oh, I doubt it, because
I'm gonna look it up.
it was really, really hard to get back then. I never saw it when in stores back then. I didn't even know it existed until I was a teenager.
Sure I saw one at Sarcon. Did I?
No, or else I would have
You would have
noticed it as well. Yeah.
No, not Sarcon. I think it was a video I saw of someone else at a convention. No, it wasn't with you.
Oh, the GameCube controller with a keyboard. Yeah, exactly. I think I saw someone use that in Smash Melee tournament.
Oh wow! Yeah, so at least you know it works for the games now.
Yeah, it works, but I don't think the text functionality works. But that's what I'm trying to. I would love to try that out. For example, go if you nickname a Chow in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, would that work? I doubt it though. But I would just like to. I guess I would like to have it as a collector of retro things, but I doubt that it would work. But yeah, I only got Phantasy Star Online to buy. I only bought that to get the Tails Chow, which is a Chow that you cannot get otherwise. At least in PAL. In Japanese, you can, in the Japanese format, the NTSCJ, you can get Tails Chow that way, and you can get it by that e-catalog thing that I have.
Yeah.
I have that, and that works. But I downloaded the Chow, and I connected that to my PAL thing, and it doesn't recognize the Chow. So unfortunately, I cannot have an Amy and Knuckles Chow in my PAL version. But technically, I have them because I have a Japanese save file. Yeah. And I have them on there, and they're cute.
Yeah, they are.
Now I have every single Chow ever. That was I need to make videos about that. I think I'm the first one. What did you find on Kleinanzeigen?
Yeah, but I'm worried if I order it to here if it's going to turn up before Sunday.
But I thought, I don't know. I wouldn't risk it though. Like I said before, I always like to see that at a convention.
Yeah, maybe I'll find one there on Saturday.
Not a Saturday. I doubt it.
Because I found one the other day, but it just didn't have a charger.
Yeah, but the PSP that I want a pink one.
Oh yeah, well that one was pink, but it's like 180 euros.
Yeah, and I don't have. I mean, I don't want to. I have money that I need to pay for rent and eating food and electricity, my bills, my car, and all that.
Priorities, basically.
Yeah. The thing I always wanted as a kid was Action Replay. The thing is, I had Action Replay, you know, the good one that you could use to type your own codes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it broke. The CD broke. Wasn't my fault, but that makes me angry because I know I had it at one point, and now if you want to rebuy it, it costs over 200 euros. It's insane.
The reason I wanted that one is because in Monkey Ball you can enter this code that lets you go into debug mode and play all the stages that never got released.
Yeah.
And for now I have to do that on Dolphin, which is fine, as it doesn't cost anything. But I do want to try and do that on an actual GameCube.
An actual GameCube, yeah.
Because sometimes when you do it on Dolphin, the stages make it crash. I've got something called Daytel Action Replay where the codes are already built in, and they don't have a code. They don't have the option to put your own codes in, rather.
Scat Monkey says at this point I would just use Dolphin.
Yes, I'm using Dolphin anyway.
Yeah, but with Dolphin, yeah, it's. I mean, you can do it, but that's emulation, though. Speaking of Monkey Ball, I need to get into the Stardust hack.
Yes, it's the Stardust hack is actually probably the best one that they've made so far.
I need to play that one. I haven't yet.
Have you seen videos of it?
Yeah, I have.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I have my hacked Wii with me now, right?
But you know how good Stardust looks, don't you?
Say again?
You know how good Stardust looks, don't you?
Yeah.
It's probably the best one they've made so far.
Probably should do that tonight before I have to work tomorrow. Yeah, Monkey Ball. There's rumors floating around that this year we're gonna get a new one, a new installment.
If you Google Monkey Ball 2024, you'll see all these headlines for a new game coming out this year. I think probably towards the end of the year, but still, it's supposed to be a entirely new remake. But I'm not getting my hopes up because I don't like any of the recent modern Monkey Ball things. They put out 2 new games for it on the Switch. It was a Banana Blitz remake and a Banana Mania, which
they're not as good as the originals, yeah.
Cool. And the fact that they put jumping in Banana Mania sort of takes me back to when I was using action replay.
But yeah, the
I don't
moon,
like
the
that.
moon jump code.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes me back. How nostalgic. I wanted to see what I can do with that. I just started exploring the skybox of the game. For example, in the Monkey Mall world,
Yeah.
I would try to get into the burger box thing and
Yes.
see what was inside.
Yeah, same. But I'd always get annoyed that I'd land on top of it and then try and see if I could actually get inside, but it wouldn't work. And there's I don't remember what it was called. There's a stage with the 3 goals, and it's like a music note thing. And if you stay on the red one, you can keep going up. There's a video on YouTube somewhere of a guy doing that, and he just kept on going up because he was staying on the red goal. It was a TAS thing, admittedly, but yeah, he managed to do that somehow.
See nothing of Stardust and going in as fresh as I can. Props to Sega for trying with Banana Mania, but I can't mesh with the physics.
See, the physics is what we were talking about.
Yeah,
the other day.
exactly.
I bought a GameCube controller for my Switch just to see if it would make the gameplay any better, but it does work, but not very well. I still can't do turning very well because the physics just aren't there. And I got Yana to try Monkey Ball Adventure, and
that sucks.
Monkey Ball Adventure, the story mode is actually pretty good, but the controls and everything else and the graphics and especially since Adventure came out in 2007 or 2008, the graphics compared to the original ones are just so bad.
Yeah.
But Traveller's Tales made Monkey Ball Adventure rather than Sega, so that's probably why it's so bad. Not that I'm dissing Traveller's Tales or anything. I'm sure they've made some games that are pretty good, but Monkey Ball Adventure isn't one of them, unfortunately.
Compared to the OG games, Monkey Ball Adventure was certainly a game of all time. A game of all time.
I mean, Monkey Ball Adventure on PlayStation was actually better because I had it on PS2 as well.
Adventure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I prefer playing it on PlayStation compared to GameCube because it just felt a lot better. Because the game from 2007 seemed to. It's strange. Games from 2007, 2008 seem to work better on the PS2, even though PS2 came up before the GameCube.
Yeah, I mean, but that
doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but different optimization and all that.
In my own experience, I think that obviously GameCube was more powerful than PS2, but depending on what you were playing, the PS2 was always more powerful.
Yeah, but the PS2 had more processing power, better graphics card, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong again.
I still don't understand why when I look up retro gaming lists, the PS2 is never on there.
It isn't?
Well,
but
no.
It's considered to be retro now.
But before, as in, I'm talking about maybe a few years ago when I had a look. The GameCube would be on there, but PS2 wouldn't be. Also, that whole COVID thing started 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
That's
crazy, right? I mean, I'm not the only one. I'm not alone when saying that it's very... It feels like 2020 unto 2022 about-ish.
Yeah.
Feels like a blur in time, which just went by, and it was just like a hole in my timeline. I don't know how to say it.
It's not that I don't remember it. Of course I do, but it's
me too. But
nothing really good happened. Well, no, I take that back. 2020, nothing really good happened.
I got married, and then it went to the honeymoon, and after the honeymoon, all went to
You shouldn't have come back. You should have stayed there.
Yeah.
Just like a. But no, I was at the wedding as well, so it was quite nice.
Yeah, people kept telling me that it was actually really nice in the fact that it was the last big thing they attended before everything shut down.
Yeah, because that would have been February of that year. And not even like 2 weeks later, I think everything's just started shutting down.
No, it was around mid-March in Luxembourg. I don't know when it was in the
England,
UK.
It was in England, it was as soon as I got home from Luxembourg. That from the wedding in England, it was basically as soon as I got back.
Because I went to, I went to the Maldives in March.
Yeah.
That was our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Super expensive, but I mean, I couldn't have paid for it were it not for the wedding guests helping me financially, of course. I always wanted to go there once in my life.
Yeah, I remember you
Just
saying.
once.
Yeah.
Was really nice. It's paradise on earth, basically. And
yeah.
when we came back, that's when SHIT hit the fan, basically.
But no, I remember when I was growing up, you would always say on MSN how much you wanted to go,
Yeah.
and you had that as your profile picture and everything.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd go back?
I mean, I want to go back, but then again, I hate flying. I really hate flying. It's not good for the environment. Well, I mean, there's that, but I don't know if it's a sensory thing, but I hate airports. It's busy, it's loud,
I like it.
sound reverbs everywhere, and I'm also irrationally afraid of flying. I know that flying is much safer than driving a car.
Yeah.
But I still... Just something about being stuck in a tin can, and if it goes down, that you know you're gonna die, that thought just scares me.
I like going through airport security. I don't know why.
You like going through airport security?
Yeah.
No?
No, yeah, I do. I don't know why.
I mean, you don't have to hide anything. You're not
No,
a drug mule.
yeah. But,
So where did you go to your honeymoon? Maldives. It's a very small island, chain of island archipelago below Sri Lanka, to the south of Sri Lanka. Basically on the equator. Yeah, it is on the equator because the sun was always rising at 6 a.m. and always setting at 6 p.m. Always.
So you must have been waking up pretty early. You must have been waking up pretty early.
Yeah. But that was okay because it was really, really nice being there. And the weather was always really good. The air pressure was really nice. It's always the same, exactly the same.
Wait, what does that say? James, you wouldn't...
You wouldn't...
I can't... The heart's in the way.
Yeah. That's stupid though. Who thought that of putting that?
Oh, it's James, you wouldn't say that about American security, airport security. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people I know in America said they liked going through airport security. But yeah, that's a really poor design choice, putting the heart thing.
Yeah, because I mean the viewers can't see that now, but the heart or the
heart button that you click on.
Yeah, well, with emojis, it sometimes when the last chat message you can't make out the last word or one word because it blocks that.
So what's so bad about American airport security? Because everyone I know from there has said that they like going through it.
No idea.
So you might lose a view. Actually, no. Let me go and plug it in.
I have. What plug does it need?
C.
C. Okay.
I've got one next door.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Then do that. Okay. Because I do also have one. It's in my bedroom now, but.
That's fine. I've got one in here.
Yeah, that was really nice, the Maldives. And basically, when I went, the moment I landed back, I didn't fly from Luxembourg to there because that wasn't possible. I had to go to Frankfurt in Germany.
Oh, I like that.
That airport it's really huge. It's basically the airport is basically a whole city. It's insane.
I noticed that Heathrow Airport compared to Luxembourg Airport is actually huge. Luxembourg Airport really isn't much.
Yeah, I mean it's Luxembourg. Everything we do is small in scale.
I don't know where that's come from.
That looks like a tag sticker from a clothing article.
Oh.
Yeah, just you have a sticker on now.
But yeah, so I don't know about American airport security because I haven't been there.
Me neither. I haven't never been.
I'm sure.
But then again, I think apparently it's just a bit more hectic. But I don't really have problems with crowds or anything like that. So I used to, but I think working in retail when it's always been busy is just maybe something to get used to.
Oh yeah, working in retail gives you nerves of steel, basically. That's what I know from... I've never worked in retail, but I do have huge respect for people working in retail because what they have to put up with every single day. My respect, really. It's a hard job.
I don't want to go back to retail again. But
Yeah, I can
I've been doing it
imagine.
for a few years. But
For me, the fact that I can't take lotion I need with me into the airplane because the tube was slightly too big, okay, is a permanent stain on how strict American airports are. Well, that's really unfortunate.
I mean, for me, there's like a limit where you can take, if it's under 250 milliliters, it's fine to take onto the plane.
Yeah, but then again, that's UK. The
Yeah.
UK, right? It's...
But I never really take anything on a plane with me anyway.
Mm.
Like when I flew to Luxembourg on Thursday, all I had on me was my phone, and that's all I needed.
Yeah, but I mean, you can buy things here, and I
Yeah.
also have things to give. You don't even need to buy them. You don't need to pay a hotel room because
Yeah,
you
I'm here.
live with me here for a week. I mean, and the food here is great. I mean,
Yeah, a lot better than where I am.
you ate the Italian pasta like my nonna always did.
Yeah.
Need a lotion for my psoriasis. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, he doesn't have the choice of not bringing the lotion.
Mm.
That's the thing. That's really
Okay.
unfortunate.
That's, yeah.
You know people with that as well, and they also need to apply lotion every single day. And I remember there being someone at the pool who had it, and people wanted him gone because they thought that would, that they could get infected. But that's not how this works. You cannot infect someone with that.
No,
If I'm not mistaken, it's a autoimmune disorder, which are not. They don't have a vector of infection like viruses or bacteria or other vectors that might
yeah.
be there, like lice or fungi. Just your immune system attacking its own cells, and that you cannot give that to someone else. That's purely genetic. Yeah, autoimmune. Yeah. But I felt really bad for that person. They wanted him out, and he kept saying, "But I have that. It's a autoimmune disease." They thought he had some kind of rash, I guess. The kind of rash that is spread by bacteria.
Yeah.
It was really clean. I mean, everyone has to hit the showers before they go to the pool anyway. At least in Europe, usually.
Yes.
And they're very strict. They also have people working there that check on your hygiene and all
Yeah,
that.
definitely. I mean, it is quite strict where I live as well. I mean, at least in London, there's a lot of spa places like the one in France.
Mm. The Omniville
Yeah.
Thermapolis, yeah.
There's those in London as well. They're very strict before you get in.
Yeah, although I have to say the Thermapolis in Spa, yeah, exactly. The Thermapolis in France, in Omniville, it's really nice, but I am somewhat disturbed by the French's standards for what is
Yes,
hygienic.
yeah. Because, sorry, you were going to say something?
No, I'm listening to you.
I don't know, but why do you think they're a bit...
I mean, didn't you see it when we went there? It was some parts could have been scrubbed better or
Yes,
cleaned
yeah.
better, and there were lots of hairs in the changing rooms on the floor. And in Luxembourg, usually you got cleaning ladies or cleaning personnel. They work there from 8 or 9 to 5 basically. They have their own desk and all, and then they just check hourly or
Yeah.
bi-hourly, like every 3 hours, and they re-clean it. I'm a clumsy idiot. But then again, that's Luxembourg, and it's a privileged country to be in, to be fair. Maybe my standards are a bit too high. Don't know why other Luxembourgers are angry when I say that we are privileged, because that's the truth.
Yeah, but everywhere is in some way.
Yeah, but I mean, could have landed somewhere in Africa or somewhere else in Yemen where it's much more dangerous to live. That Lugia just won't shine. Want my pink Lugia. Also, you don't know that because you haven't played Pokemon, but the music playing is basically a Generation 3 rendition of the Generation 1 cave theme, which is a nice touch, yeah.
Okay. Still a lot I don't know about these games.
Well, yeah, like I said before, you can play through Yellow first, since you have it, and then you could then Crystal.
Though I do kind of want to try it on an actual Game Boy.
Yeah, but like I said,
You
it's
don't want anyone to touch your original Game
you
Boy.
can't play my Yellow because the battery is empty, and the old Game Boy games, they don't save on the chip like they do on the GBA.
Yeah.
They save using the battery, and if the batteries run dry, you can't save anymore.
Oh,
And it would also be kind of pointless because my games are in German, and you don't understand German.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand what's going on, Pokemon is a very text-based game. That would be very confusing anyway.
I can imagine.
The joys of living in the Western world, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's basically getting a lucky spawn point and playing life on easy mode compared to sub-Saharan Africa, other regions in Asia. I feel so bad for these people. Just by virtue of being born somewhere else, they have a much harder life. It's really not fair.
Yes, definitely. It's not fair.
It's really sad that I can't really do anything to help them. I can only do so much. I'm just a regular woman from Western Europe. Don't have any big, I don't have power, don't have a lot of money to do that.
No, neither do I.
Does the PAL region have a Swedish language setting? Oh, you mean for the GameCube? Actually no, it doesn't.
No, I don't think it does.
No.
Because when you go into the GameCube and then languages...
You know what? I can check that later. I can show you.
All I've seen is French, German and Spanish.
Yeah, English, German, French, Spanish and Italian.
Italian, yeah.
I don't think even that there's a Dutch option, which is strange, but then again, all the Dutch people that I know played Pokemon in English.
Yeah, I was about to say, everyone I know from Holland knows English. And
yeah, usually they do know English.
I know I said I don't remember going... Oh, I do remember... I remember going to Holland, but not really so much Amsterdam, but everywhere I was, there was signs and people that knew English.
Yeah, although
So-
I do want to try and learn Dutch as well. Maybe one day I'll be able to speak 10 languages instead of 5. That would be nice.
That'd be good.
I mean, 5 is already pretty good, right? But imagine me also being able to speak Italian and Spanish and Dutch.
Yeah, I know one.
Yeah. That is so strange to me for a... I cannot imagine how it is living life with knowing only one language. That is so bizarre to me.
I know some Spanish, but not enough to have a full conversation.
I know vamos a la playa, get es más, and some other things, and that's it. That doesn't constitute as knowing Spanish.
What was the second thing?
Get es más, got enough.
I don't think that's Spanish.
It is. The Spanish guy in Punch Out says it even.
To be fair, if a lot of places in Spain have their own
Yeah.
slang.
Like there's also different between Catalonian Spanish
yeah,
and
definitely.
okay, I'll do this just to show you.
You're showing. Oh, can they see this?
Yeah, they can. See? I'll open OBS. They see that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I go to options.
Let's see what it is.
Language: English, Deutsch, Français, Espanol, Italian. Oh, Netherlands.
Dutch.
They have Dutch. Okay.
Oh, no, I
Kies
didn't.
Nintendo GameCube Systeminstellingen. Okay. Bildposition. Tal.
So you do know Dutch?
I mean, no, but I can somewhat guess. Systeminstellingen is system settings.
Oh, settings.
Because Einstellung in German means setting. Settings.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, those are the languages that you get on a PAL, European PAL GameCube, for those wondering. Why not show it? Because I can, right? But I hear most Dutch and Swedish folk learn English before they become adults. Yeah, because it's mandatory school curriculum. Yeah, you can also reset in the intro. That also counts. You can do that. Soft reset, I mean. Forgot that Dutch was a available language that you could have on the GameCube. Completely forgot that. Kite. Hey Jana, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's. Is that Cam next to you? No, that is James.
Next to me, how does he know? Oh, he can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. No, it's not Cameron, it's James. Yeah, I really forgot about the GameCube being having the option to put it in Dutch. But then again, I never had any reason to change the language to Dutch. Well, you know what? Kite is also like a long-term viewer. Oh god, can you see that? The thing, the emoji thing is blocking me.
I know.
Who made this design choice? That's just insane. I can click on the... There we go. Kite, you're also now a moderator because you deserve it.
Pretty soon everyone's going to be a moderator.
No, I don't want to make like... Depends, I mean, I need to still build my viewer base. Right now it's very small, but if I keep at it, maybe I'll have more people chatting. Who knows? Hopefully, right? I mean, if it goes like, if it keeps continuing with the view rates that I get, then I should get monetized by April.
Oh,
yeah, be good. And then what I said before with my plan, getting a job, having that as well as a second income.
Yeah.
Even then, renting would be impossible. No, I'm just kidding, but still, rent's just way too high in Luxembourg. I mean, everywhere basically, but already 19:45 now. Yeah, time flies so quickly when you're having fun. We started at 17:30. And hopefully I'll get this Lugia. I don't know why I keep messing up the timing. Like with Deoxys, it was the very first one that I got. And with Mew, I had to try for multiple streams. And with Latios, I got it multiple times. I got the frame delay correctly, but it struggled multiple times.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's why this is perfect for streaming and not just making videos. Gonna semi-lurk to set up and play Stardust. If I don't speak again, best of luck with the shiny bird hunting. Thank you, Scat. Thank you.
It is worth playing Stardust.
I'll have to get into it as well.
If you want, I can send you the link to download it.
Oh yeah, sure, thank you.
If you're not in the Discord, I know you don't use Discord much, but if you're not in...
I mean, I do use Discord, but funnily enough, I used it more for university. Because that was very, you could make study groups very easily.
Yes, yeah.
Especially during COVID. That was really, really helpful.
I'll send you
The link, yeah. You can send it to.
So whenever you hack your Wii again, you can always try it out.
I mean, I have a hacked Wii with
We
me.
know what I mean. When you want to use that Wii again.
Still no. Shiny. Sometimes say shinny because it sounds funny. Because some Germans they used to say shitty and it's not shitty, it's shiny. But you can walk around even. As long as I get back in time. You know what? I'm gonna do something kind of differently. I go see Ho-Oh maybe.
See what's right?
I'll go try Ho-Oh first.
Okay, see which one you get.
What tile was it where it appears? Oh, I forgot, because this one you don't click A. You have to press up at the correct time. Maybe not. But this cave is yeah, if you go upstairs there's Ho-Oh at the top, and if you go downstairs there's Lugia in the cave. And there's also here small pathways.
I can send it to you on Facebook rather than WhatsApp. I haven't got WhatsApp on this side.
Don't care as long as I receive the thing. Yeah, there's nothing here. Just weird. Oh, I think it's leaf green where there's items here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's where I'll go back to see Lugia now. Did you find anything?
Sorry?
Did you find the link?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you should get that. You should have got that.
You played Stardust, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is worth playing.
But what are the exact differences? It's just Monkey Ball, but with
Well, this hack in particular, they've changed literally everything. So it's not just a remake; it's pretty much like a whole new game.
yeah, but they didn't change the physics.
No, not at all.
Okay, good,
No,
because
not at all.
that would be somewhat of a problem.
That's the one thing that with the hacks is that no one's ever changed the physics. I don't know if it's because maybe there's no way to change the physics.
I think there is actually.
But again, why would anyone want to?
Yeah.
Because there's no way. The original physics don't need improving.
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah.
Yeah, even especially for back then.
Yeah, especially for that.
So it was about 2000, I think. On the arcade, I don't know if you remember when playing the arcade version, were the physics just as good as on the GameCube?
Yeah, they were pretty much exactly the same. It was just the fact that the controller was a banana, and that was kind of awkward to handle.
There were two different arcade games of Monkey Ball, and I haven't played either of them. Because there was the original one that I think you said you played in Italy.
Yeah.
And there was something called Ticket Blitz, which I don't know if you've heard of.
Yeah, I've heard of
I
it,
have
but
never played it.
yeah, but it's based on Banana Blitz.
Yes, I was about to say it's like Banana Blitz, but on the arcade. And there is a Monkey Ball arcade about a couple hours from where I live, but I've never been able to get to it. But I do want to. It's at a certain arcade in Manchester, which I do want to go to. So. But yes, you should have got that.
Imagine opening up a cafe in Luxembourg with arcades and all that. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be nice.
A cat cafe with arcades. Even better.
Yes.
We visited a cat cafe in the capital of Luxembourg.
Yes.
It was really nice.
I kind of want to go back.
Yeah, we can go back.
While I'm here, so while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
here this
sure.
time, or-
Either that or next time you
of course,
here.
because I do want to. Even if I can't be here in April for the whole 3 weeks, I still want to be here for your birthday at least. Because I don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, but what I said is it would be cool if you stayed longer. Then you could go to Arlon with me to that huge flea market in Belgium.
I want to try and find work this month, and then I'll be able to.
Yeah, and then we can also you'll be there for my birthday, and you could also go to Zarkon with me because this time a Retro Zar convention will be in Saarland, Germany. If you are in Europe or around, for those viewers that are now listening to this later, watching the stream later, the Zar Retro Convention, Retro Börse as they call it, is a huge, somewhat like a convention, a flea market in Völklingen, Saarland, which is in Germany, West German, need to be more precise, and it's probably the best market in Europe to get retro stuff, all about retro gaming. You literally see things there that you're never gonna see anywhere else, because I saw in television there. I've never seen it in television anywhere.
And I saw with the Panasonic GameCube, I saw one of those. Like for the first time, that was the first time I'd ever seen it in person, and I think it was the first time for you as well, maybe.
For what? The Sonic what?
Seeing the Panasonic GameCube.
A Panasonic GameCube.
It was the first time seeing that in person.
Yeah, but he sold it for what was it, 1,000? Also, he wanted to have. He didn't sell it at the end of the day. It was still there.
Was that the first time you saw a Panasonic one?
No, I know that of its existence for quite a while now, but
But was that the first time you saw it in person?
no, yeah, in person.
Yes,
Yeah,
me too.
because it didn't release in Europe. I think it only released in Japan and the US, if I'm not mistaken.
That's just like for me as well. I never saw it in person before either.
Yeah, and it can play DVDs as well.
I wonder why they chose to put mini discs for the GameCube.
It's a Nintendo thing.
But
the thing with the mini discs was not such a good decision on their part, because that just put off many developers, unfortunately. But it's the same. They could have made the N64 using CDs, and yet they didn't.
I think that would have been better.
Yeah, it would have been better, of course. Reading data off of a CD at that time was much. You could read much more data off in a certain time frame than you could do with cartridges. Yes, of course, now it's different because the Switch games are cartridges again, but that's just technology changing and updating.
It's a controversial opinion, but I really didn't like the 64.
Yeah, it is. It's not as good as people remember. I think they just have nostalgia glasses on.
Hyped it up way too much. And I remember at one point I really wanted one, and then I tried it when I came over.
Yeah, I have.
To Yana for the first time. She let me try her 64, and it was probably the worst thing I've played. Because the controller's just so weirdly made.
Yeah, it's like if they designed it for people with 3 hands, which I don't know any people with 3 arms and hands.
To me, the NES had better graphics than the 64. Let me put it that way.
I mean, in the
SNES,
ways of...
sorry,
yeah,
SNES,
no, I know what you mean, because I know what you're trying to get at, because the SNES, while it having much less bits, it was 16-bit, right? And the Nintendo 64 was obviously 64-bit. But
it just looks a lot worse than the SNES.
Yeah, 64 games have not aged well at all. It's very awkward today.
I don't know why.
And sprites, I think sprites often age better than 64 awkward 3D models. Of course, that was... I mean, they couldn't have done any better than that, because that's just what you get with limited processing power. But
I remember when I made a Facebook post saying how bad I thought the 64 was, and everyone just got so upset with me.
Yeah, I got almost... I mean, I'm saying this jokingly, but I got crucified for saying... wait. I got crucified for saying Donkey Kong Country 64 is not a good game. Even though it is not a good game. It just
Well,
isn't.
Yeah,
It's the game design is not good.
I liked that I could finally play Mario 64 properly because I'd always wanted to do that. But then when I tried Mario Kart 64, I stopped playing after like the first minute because I just couldn't watch it for much longer. I mean, I'm sure to some people it's the best thing they've ever played, but for me, I just couldn't get on with it.
Yeah. It's yeah, it hasn't aged well. If you look at the Dreamcast, I mean, okay, to be fair, the Dreamcast came out later, but these games aged much better than the 64 ones.
You had a story about where you saw this blue Hello Kitty Dreamcast, I think, in a Goodwill shop?
No, it was not Goodwill. We don't have Goodwill.
Oh.
It was a Hello Kitty, the pink one, fully boxed.
Hmm.
It was at a second-hand store that doesn't exist
That's the one I
anymore.
was trying to say.
Oh, you can hear that on the microphone if you tap the desk. Just say.
But yeah, no, that's basically in England we have charity shops where anyone can donate things they don't want, and the money always goes to a charity. I don't know what that's called in Europe. But,
When you have a charity shop here, doesn't mean that. A charity shop here means usually they sell things from impoverished nation, so the money gets sent there. Or it's like a shop where they make things, either what do you say, household things, and the money collected goes to cancer research or something like that. But what you say is what you call charity shops is not called. It's not the same thing in Europe.
Okay, no, I hadn't realised.
But we do have like shops that are discount stores basically. But yeah, I remember seeing it then, and it was for a pretty good price too. But I was a teenager. I was 13 years old, and I didn't have the money for that.
Hello Kitty Dreamcast.
Yeah, but now I have the Hello Kitty Dreamcast, right?
How much was it?
45 euros. I bought it in Japan. Yeah, that's nothing. I know.
You bought it in Japan?
Huh?
You bought it in Japan?
No,
Or
I mean from Japan. Yeah, not. I mean from a Japanese seller on eBay.
Which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I thought there was a blue one for some reason.
I do think there is a blue Dreamcast, but I don't know if it's Hello Kitty themed. That I cannot tell you.
900 euros, 200.
Yeah, see, there is one. Yeah. There is one. See, yeah, it's I got mine for 45 euros, and now it's super expensive.
The blue one is 350 euros.
Hmm.
But you're never going to find another one for 45 euros.
No, I doubt it.
You seem to have this, like Cameron said to me earlier, you seem to have this hidden talent of being able to find things like that for
Yeah, I think I got that from my dad, because when I was a child, he taught me how to eBay.
Oh, okay.
Basically, yeah. He was one of the very first people in Luxembourg who really used eBay.
Oh, wow.
And he had a work friend who lived in Germany, and then he would always send the parcels to that guy's place, and he would take it with him.
Yeah.
To work, and then he would have it. And he just showed me tips and tricks how to buy, how to find things, how to look for things. And now that's a big advantage, right?
It is, yeah. Oh, it's already 8, 20, whatever.
It's already 20, yeah. Wow, where did time go, honestly?
Wait, is that 39 euros for a Dreamcast, or is that probably just the box?
Don't know, but it's from Konsolenkost, which usually is a serious seller.
Oh, is that a good
in
site?
Germany, yeah.
To be fair, it looks like it's just a box.
Why would you pay so much for a piece of paper?
I have to say that when I was looking at Pokémon Emerald online and pre-owned, the unboxed one was 100 euros, and the mint one was 250 euros, and the boxed one was The boxed one was something like 140. So
Mm.
you're basically paying more than €100 for a box.
Yeah. Which I don't see the point of doing.
And when I was a child, I would always, for some reason, throw out the Game Boy game boxes.
I mean, for some reason, I don't think so, because you'd never keep the packaging of anything. I mean, I think it was usual just throwing these things away because they're packaging.
Yes, definitely.
That's why everyone threw
Definitely.
these things away. I mean, I do kind of understand why we did this.
I was going to say that although from a collector's perspective I understand, but you're basically just you could save like half the money just by getting the game on its own.
Yeah. But yeah, I would recommend if you could get Emerald cartridge by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend getting that, because I mean you could emulate it, but if you wanted the whole Pokemon experience, for example, Colosseum and XD are one of the best Pokemon games ever made, and even the best GameCube games ever made. And you don't need the CD for these. If you use them on Homebrew, you can connect to the GBA. That is okay, but you need, because I have counterfeit or reproductions of Fire Red and Leaf Green and Sapphire Ruby. Yeah, they don't work. And do you know what? There's something funny. The text says your save file got deleted on the GBA, but it didn't happen. But is that a practical joke that the developers put in to scare you?
Yeah.
That is kind of funny, honestly. I didn't care if that save file got deleted, right? I didn't really have anything on there.
Oh, did you get my link?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I was about to look something up on my phone, but now I forgot.
We were talking about the Dreamcast. Maybe it was to do with that.
No, it was something else. I wanted to check the price for something, but I forgot what it was.
We were talking about Pokémon Emerald and
No, it wasn't
things
Emerald.
like that.
Oh, maybe it will come to me later. Probably, yeah. That's when I was focusing on the conversation on the chat and the stream, and no. It will probably come to me later. If not, then, well, I'm not gonna die of that.
So what time are you, so you've got like another hour left of the stream, I think?
Yeah, I wanted to stream until 9, and then...
So if you don't get it today, when do you think you'll stream again?
Let's see, I think this weekend again, because I always try to stream on weekends. So Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Just wondered what the holes here were for.
Are these? That's the so if you want to take the top off, so that you can, for manufacturers. Yeah, it's just that.
Is that so you can
change it, or yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could take it off. I thought it was just if you wanted to change. Or if you had
I mean,
to.
you can take it off, but I don't want to, right?
No.
I have a pink Game Boy SP.
So do I.
Yeah, so do you, yeah. I mean, you don't care, right?
No, I
So-
mean, I don't know why some people do care about colour. I mean, I get if it's a personal preference, but for me, I don't care. They all work the same.
I do care a lot about color, but
Well,
that's just
yeah,
me.
but
Because I tried to get... I have a pink PlayStation 2 that I bought with my husband. And... Aw, no shiny. I have a pink PS2 and I want to try to get a pink PSP as well.
there is a pink PSP on Kleinanzeigen, but it's €180.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. And on Kleinanzeigen, I mean, it's a good site, but I prefer buying these things at a RetroZaakon, because then the seller can demonstrate that it works.
Yes, that's what I want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
That's why when I saw a PSP at the flea market the other day, I didn't want to buy it because I couldn't see it working. I didn't and they said they couldn't find a charger, and
Yeah.
I don't want to risk buying anything without a charger because, you know,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Still can't believe how fast time flies.
No, I know.
Just give myself a reminder for things.
This is the worst game I've ever played.
What game?
The
The thing that you bought at the flea market in Germany? Kings of the Zoo. I've never heard of that game, but then again, there are so many Game Boy games out there.
Did you want to try it? It's
I
literally
guess.
you're literally an animal, and you have to shoot these balls at the enemy basically.
How do you do that?
Oh, so when you got the hang of it? You have to aim for the.
So I went to the flea market and bought this game called King of the Zoo, and I thought it was I thought because it's €5, I haven't got much to lose, and I guess it's a good way to kill time. And I did look on eBay Germany, and it does sell on there for about 10 times the price. So I could maybe make some
I
profit.
think I won. No, you lost the game. Okay.
It is a bit confusing
Okay.
because when you get a better score, it just doesn't tell you whether or not you've actually won.
Yeah, that is.
But I found this thing called Jelly Boy, and I've been playing it a lot. So
Jelly Boy.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, you like that one then at least.
And Marble Madness, that's
Yeah.
something else I bought. Monkey Ball Jr. Dogs, which
Yeah, but it's not the
is
dogs
not
that.
the same thing.
Yeah. I have cats and dogs for GBA, but I'm thinking of selling them again because they're basically not what I wanted.
No, not at all.
The not the GBA. The Game Boy Color ones are basically that, but
Yeah,
watered
that's true.
down though.
Yeah, that is true.
I presume there's just so much you can fit onto a cartridge like that. So I don't blame them that the game is simpler.
Absolutely. No, that's true.
Still have to get to try to get the multi-stream thing going, but fortunately the Elgato for some freaking weird reason doesn't want to work. I need to it does work, but I need to connect it with the HDMI port that goes to my computer's graphics card. But the problem is I need that connection because that connection is needed so that I can see anything on my screen. That's why I brought my second Dazzle with me. Maybe I could do a double Dazzle setup and that would work because
That sounds good.
I originally planned on streaming like this, RNG, and Pets, and the Chow Garden
No, that's
at the same time. That would be interesting.
Does Luxembourg have any sort of retro game shops, or is it just the one we went to the other day in Germany?
We have no. Remember when we went? I think when you were here with me in summer, we went to the Le Réservoir.
Oh yeah.
We have that,
Yes.
and there was another one in the capital, but I think that one closed. Player One was it called?
I'm trying to find a PSP for those that don't know.
I'm also trying to find a PSP, a pink one. Obviously, there's one game that I want.
Which one?
Madoka Magica Portable, and it only released in Japan. Puella Magi Madoka Magica Portable is the complete name. That one is basically an extension of the canon.
65 euros.
Say again?
65 euros.
65 euros for a pink PSP? Really? Oh, 64 pounds.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean pounds and euros aren't the same. But that's not a lot. I could afford that. But then I'd need to send it to your place, right? Because of Brexit and elevated taxes. 74 euros. That's actually... I could afford that.
I'm still wondering if I buy a PSP from Kleinanzeigen to send it here, if it would turn up in the next few days.
I wouldn't risk it, but it depends.
But the Game Boy did.
Yeah, the Game Boy did, but sometimes the people on Kleinanzeigen, they don't immediately send it because it's just a small private selling thing. So, and also the Game Boy turned up. Okay, that's fine, but right now we are after Christmas.
True. So it's
And
gonna be a bit
yeah,
hectic with
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So there's a lag of about 10 seconds from the live stream.
Yeah, translucent pink.
Oh, there was a clear pink
I
Sony.
don't think it's genuine. I think it's.
No,
been
I love the
I think
colour,
It's been
the-
rebuilt.
It's a rebuild. How much is it?
Like 90 euros.
90 euros. Okay.
But I think it's a rebuild. I don't think that's genuine.
I mean, as long as it works, though, I guess. I'm glad that I got the pink PS2
Yeah.
for a pretty good price, actually.
Oh no, it's a modded PSP.
Oh, modded. Interesting. I didn't play much PSP. I didn't have one. I had a cousin that had one, and I played Rocco Loco on that one, if you know what that is. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty cute. But nothing special. It's just you roll around and you eat things, in a way. And you become a chunky
Oh,
blob.
okay, sorry, I misheard you. Yes, yeah. They had that at the flea market the other day. Yeah, they had that at the flea market the other day. And what was the game you said you would have wanted for PSP?
Madoka Magica Portable.
How do you spell that?
Madoka. Space and then
Well,
Magica. Yeah, that. Did you find it? Yeah, but portable. If you just put in that title, you get results for the anime. I'll try to find if I can. Can find it on. Yeah, that is the game that you found.
oh, there's a blue one.
This is the full game. Somewhere with every single thing that comes with it.
It's not too expensive actually. Is that the game itself?
Yeah, the game and all the things that you got with it.
I do want to get a PSP. I did buy. I do need to get some games for it though. I haven't actually got a PSP yet. But,
Come on, I want my shiny Lugia. Be shy, no. Don't know why I keep messing up on this one.
oh, what's that place you wanted to go to where they make the food in front of you?
We already went there last time, but wanna go again?
Well, I didn't try it as I was.
Oh
vegan
yeah,
myself.
you were vegan. We could go, but that's also in Shuffling,
Okay.
where the golden bamboo is.
Ah,
I mean, what would you prefer, going back to the golden bamboo or going there?
I don't know now. How likely is it likely that we could go to Shiflin twice in this week?
I mean,
Or if not, that's fine.
we could go there again, but again, if my brother's back from his holiday, he wants to
Try the Michelin place. Oh, that's fine.
yeah, he wants to go somewhere else
mean,
as well.
To be fair, I would prefer to go back to the bamboo place because I think the last time it was, when they made it all in front of us, it seemed to just be like rice and meat. Was that what it was?
No, it depends on what you order. You just ordered a vegan. I mean, that restaurant isn't really for vegans because they don't have a lot of vegan things. That's why it wasn't as maybe as.
But I would prefer to go back to the bamboo
Mm.
because I did like the sushi a lot more than the sushi we have at home. I don't like the sushi we have at home. Also, I don't remember what it was. Was it mango and chicken? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get that again.
I mean, maybe both, right? But
Yeah.
what you meant with the that is teppanyaki, where they do it in front of you.
Oh, okay.
It's the restaurant's called Yamasakura.
But there's always next time I'm here as well.
Yeah, but you should go to Yamasakura again now that you're not vegan anymore.
Yes, I do want
Because
to.
it was kind of difficult for me finding places
Yeah, I know.
that for vegans
Sorry.
because I mean sushi is usually fish, usually not always.
Well, which one do you prefer?
Which one? What?
Like, which place do you prefer?
Yamasakura, but that's because I
Should do both in the same day.
yes. Oh, I can't do that. You want me to be in a quantum position and shuffling at 2 different places? I can't do that, unfortunately. But we can do both on different days.
If that works.
Should work, yeah.
I know your brother said he wants to go to that Michelin place, but we can still do that as well.
Yeah, that is in the capital.
Yeah.
I forgot the name because I never went there, right? It's a Michelin star place that also does ramen.
He's back tomorrow.
I think. Yeah, I think. We'll have to check with him.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe we can do the Yamasakura tomorrow and Bamboo another day, but we'll have to think about what you want to do.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I got my car, right? We can drive anywhere we want to. So yeah, I mean, I would suggest going to Yamasakura again, simply because now you're not a vegan anymore, and I always take their meat menu, because then you got different meats prepared for you.
Yeah.
And also really good sushi. But they have different different menus that you can pick from.
That's true.
And the atmosphere is nice, and I think it's funny when they remember when they cut up the eggs and then they throw it in your mouth. That is funny. Remember that?
Yeah, but then they missed.
Yeah, but no,
Sorry.
didn't you say no because
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't eat eggs back then? I don't know if it was when you were with us, but we were there once when my husband caught every single egg they threw.
Oh, yeah. I think I was there. 2018.
No.
I
Keep
wasn't
messing.
sure if...
You know what? I might actually, just out of curiosity, try another frame, an earlier one.
maybe... Oh, so you think if you try a different frame, you might...
No. I mean, it's a matter of timing. I can get any frame
Okay,
in these
okay.
in this list, but I just try be a bit quicker.
25 views.
Yeah, until now I've had 25 views, which isn't too bad.
The chat's died. No one's...
Yeah, I mean, I got some people listening to. Usually, also live streams, I keep missing them, and then I, when I do chores or do the laundry, then I listen to that. That is
Yeah.
also pretty good. Yeah, yesterday when we came back, we were pretty tired.
It was nearly 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
today rather than yesterday. But
Yeah, today, yeah. Keep forgetting.
if you were to try downloading Stardust while streaming, would that affect the stream? Like,
Don't
I'm
know,
not
but I
asking
won't do it. I won't do it now because I want to focus on that. Or maybe it will if it's large enough data. Then that would maybe slightly affect the.
It's less than a gigabyte.
Yeah, but that's already a gigabyte.
It's about 800 megs.
Because no, if I mean, is that a problem? I don't
No,
want
of
to
course
do it
is,
right
of course
now,
it is,
right?
Of course it isn't.
But yeah, I got my SD card here. I need to delete some things off of that to make space for it though.
Stardust is definitely worth playing though.
See, say again?
Stardust is, like I said, is definitely worth playing. They basically put in 3D skyboxes. So when I'm using Dolphin, I can basically jump up and start going on the skybox rather than the actual level. They've remade everything besides the physics.
That's good. They also have beginner, advanced,
Yeah.
expert, master, master extra, and all
They
that.
redid story mode as well.
With a different story, or?
Oh no, no. Well, all the levels are different.
Okay.
But I think in the hacks they get rid of these, for some reason they get rid of those, you know, movies between each world.
I mean, these cutscenes aren't
Yeah.
really the best. They're
Yeah.
somewhat
But
insane.
they got rid of the cutscenes so that you can just play the levels instead. But apparently it took them like nearly 2 years to make it.
2 years.
Because they put so much time and effort into doing it. Like in the Discord thing, they say that it's one of the best ones that's been made so far.
Yeah, I'll give it a go later.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if I could basically put it this way, if I had to choose one hack to keep it, it would be that one. I meant to ask the guys about Monkey Ball yesterday to see if they knew what it was, but I forgot.
I mean, yeah, they do know about it.
I wonder if this is expensive now.
What? A Dazzle? I don't
Oh,
think
God,
so, because it's old.
Yeah,
Old
but a lot of
technology. Yeah, but not in the...
technologies are expensive. Like the Dreamcast is like.
Yeah, no, but in
300
this,
euros.
with these things, usually no one cares about red, blue, yellow, red,
Dazzle.
yellow, and white anymore, or Kinch.
Brand new for 75 euros.
Well, that's quite a lot.
Sealed for 75 euros. Is that a lot? For
Got mine originally for 50 new. That's not the kind of Dazzle that I know.
Windows Me is kind of old. And again, so GameCube capture card. What's the other one called? Elgato?
Elgato, yeah, I have one. Got that as a birthday present once.
For yourself.
No, my mom
Oh,
gave
right,
it to
nice,
me.
nice. GameCube. I can't find it for the GameCube.
No? What do you... yeah, because it doesn't have to do anything with the GameCube. It doesn't... Like, there's no relation to the Elgato and the GameCube.
Oh, is this the same thing? Is this the right one? No, that's for PS4. Like,
I mean, it depends. There are certain, like, different models of the Elgato.
£1.20. It's an auction with 2 days left. I might bid and see what happens. Okay, I just refreshed and it's already on 10. Never mind.
That's still pretty good, though.
Yes, yeah. But I can imagine in the next couple of days it's going to go up quite a bit.
Probably. Do you also want to record gameplay
yeah, I've been wanting to
footage?
do that for a while. For now, what I'm doing is I don't know if you know about Windows Game Bar.
Windows what?
Game Bar is basically, if you have an Xbox and Windows 10, you get Windows Game Bar, and it's
No, I haven't heard of
it's
that.
the screen capturing thing I use for Dolphin.
Ah, okay.
So that's the only way I can really do it. I can't really do it on GameCube
Mm.
because I can't really. It's when you hold the Windows key and press G, it comes up. But I
Mm.
don't want you. I don't know if you do it now if it's going to affect your screen.
Mm.
Or maybe I can. Like. Oh, it doesn't work on it.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to get it up.
Get what up?
The game bar thing.
What? Don't do that. It's my husband's PC.
Of course.
Just don't go
That's
through
it.
stuff.
No, when I do that's how
I don't even know if he has it. That
It
game.
comes with Windows 10.
It comes with Windows 10, it's okay. I've never used it, so never really had any need to use it. He's still not back.
Yeah, where did he go?
He went out jogging. Like he wants to lose some weight.
Yeah, so do
He already lost 10 kilograms, which is a lot.
I've been losing about 2 per week, which helps.
Hmm.
But
Just asked him if he's okay. Because it is pretty dark outside. I mean, it's... Oh yeah, he immediately answered he's okay. Yeah, he goes for a jog, and then also my cousin also lost tons of weight just by jogging.
oh nice.
Going for runs. Please let this be the one. No, it's not. Why? Keep messing this up.
A story for the viewers, I almost broke the SNES earlier.
Yeah, please don't do that again. Please don't just... I don't know what your thought process was, but don't just plug in Japanese games into...
I didn't check the label. I just saw a game and put it in and thought, oh, I'll play this.
Okay, but you thought it was... It didn't occur to you that it was Japanese?
Well, I didn't check the label. As in, I just picked up a game and put it in.
But yeah, don't do that. Because that would have been a real shame if my SNES broke.
You know, it crashed again.
The game crashed? Kings of the Zoo crashed. Oh, Sven answered.
Yeah.
He's asking what your asking price is.
Asking price? I thought asking price meant as in what I would pay for it?
Yeah.
God, I don't know what to say. What do you think?
I don't know. But knowing him, he will give you a fair price, I'm sure. But he just asked what would you be ready or willing to pay maximum, I guess.
The one I saw on that website was about 50 or 60. So I would have paid that, but I didn't want to have to wait to... I didn't...
So should I tell him 60?
Yeah.
Okay, I told him that. Let's see how that goes.
Because I would have bought the one on that website, but then again, shipping to the UK put like an extra 30 euros on top.
Yeah.
And
I mean, unless you were willing to wait for me to keep it and then...
That is true. But then I have to buy games as well, and they're not cheap.
Oh, some SNES games are actually pretty cheap. Depends on which ones you want. There's also cartridges like the Game Boy cartridge that my husband has with the so many games in one.
That's
like this
cool.
one. And usually they work. Usually. You can also buy reproductions, reproductions of SNES games. They usually work.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
So like my DS with the 500 in
44, yeah. PAL,
one. See, that's not bad.
yeah.
Excuse me. Like, would it have all the
Not all, because there are thousands of games, but
Mario things? And shit?
900 in one isn't too bad, isn't it? So maybe this... Should I send you the link of that?
Yeah, you can do. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, I'll do that. Just have to keep the Eontimer in mind. But yeah, there are things like that you can buy. Or just reproductions of games,
Yeah.
honestly.
That would save me money.
Mm. I mean, do you really... Is it important to you to play the games or just to have the console as well?
Well, obviously I want to play it as well, but it's
Yeah,
not,
but then you could use homebrew.
yeah, it's true. Maybe I don't really need an SNES.
I mean, that's what I'm asking. That's up to you, right?
I would prefer the PSP.
Mm.
I mean, but then I don't want to let him down either. But maybe you can
Think about that first.
Yes. Oh, did I? Is it too late?
I mean, I asked him now. I already asked him. I mean, I sent you the thing. There are games. SNES games aren't really that expensive anymore. Have you used AliExpress?
No, because I don't know if I can trust it.
I
I've
mean,
heard mixed
if you
things.
want to, if you wanna, oh god, if you wanna save money, then usually that is the way to go. They also sell Super 101 games for 19 euros. I mean, that is not a lot, right? See, they also they sell reproductions.
I feel like I should have waited a bit before I said anything to say.
I
know
mean,
said
you
that too.
should always think that beforehand, but now I asked. I mean,
But I do want one, not just for.
but you can try getting reproduction cartridges.
Yeah, would you?
Because usually they do work the exact same,
I do.
and
want
they're much cheaper. So if you want to play non-PAL games, then you need an adapter.
Is it expensive with the adapter?
Usually not.
Because I know I've seen a lot of Japanese games that are a lot cheaper than the English copies.
Here's one for 15 and another one for... That's the one I have. But then again, go to RetroZarkon and then you're gonna find SNES games for pretty good
I don't.
price.
If Sven says, because by April I'll have more money.
Say again?
By April I will have more money.
Mm.
So I don't know if maybe I'm better off waiting until then to buy it.
That's up to you,
For me.
right? That's up to you.
If he's still got it by then, obviously.
Yeah.
By April I'll have a lot more money than I do right now.
Mm.
So I don't know if he would be okay with waiting until April.
Say again?
I don't know if he would be okay with waiting until April.
I don't know. Can't tell you.
Of course.
Enough. Still no shiny. Maybe next time I'll calibrate, even though usually I shouldn't need to. Oh, that was your phone?
Yeah.
Ah, I heard something vibrating. Oh, frame delay is correct though. Funny how time flies so fast.
I know, I was going to say the same thing. And I remember when you said when it was 19, you were like, oh, I can't believe it's 19.
Yeah. We'll try a couple more times and then hopefully I'll get it. If not, there's always... yeah, I think the next one will be on Saturday.
I'll still be here.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a spontaneous stream in between. Maybe.
29 views.
I always say maybe because I don't want to promise anything that I shouldn't promise things that you can't keep.
You should do like a fan meetup in Luxembourg City.
I don't have any fans in Luxembourg, so that would be pointless.
No, but I'm sure they would fly. People would fly you.
No, I don't think so. I'm not that, let's say, not that relevant. I'm still a very small YouTuber.
Do you think Cameron's like staying out long because he knows you're streaming?
Say again?
Do you think Cameron's staying out long because he knows you're streaming?
No, he does it because he didn't do his jogging thing last week because we were really busy, and usually he rests somewhere and then he does it again if he wants to catch up with lost, let's say, hours that he could have done last week, but he didn't because we didn't have the time. So now he's probably giving it all. Yeah, he wants still to lose a bit of weight. Let's see if I at least get the Lugia this stream, maybe. Maybe not. I think this would have been my longest stream then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I need to drink something later. I'm kind of dehydrated. It's not good. Shouldn't do that. Always drink enough water. Come on, let this be the one. Let's see. No.
I wonder if it's because I'm here.
No. It's just sometimes I keep messing up and other times I'm...
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to mention to Zaven that maybe April might be better because obviously I've got more money then.
But what the hell am I doing? I just clicked... Oh, I'm stupid. Accidentally clicked A instead of clicking B. I mean, not a problem. I can just reset again.
I wonder if Scat Monkey is still here. Because he says semi-lurk, so I wasn't sure.
Semi-lurk, yeah, probably. Sometimes I did that where I listened to a stream and I wasn't active in the chat. I was doing laundry.
Just listening in the background.
Say again?
Just like listening in the background.
Yeah. Lurking, as they call it. Now who knows? Think of calling it quits soon. Think we we're already at it for 3 hours.
So what's your plan after this then?
Say again?
So obviously, once you catch Lugia, you'll make another poll.
Oh, the next poll is already set to publish. I think this or the next weekend. I don't remember.
Okay, so.
So after Lugia, there's Ho-Oh in this cave thing, and then after Lugia and Ho-Oh, I still have the Chikorita that I will hunt. And after that, then there's gonna be even more choices. But that will be for the next poll.
Okay.
That would also not be on my Emerald, but on my Pokemon Ruby.
On Ruby, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a French Ruby that I bought in Arlan. And not Rouge. Rouge is red.
Oh, of course.
Rubin is red. Not red, but Ruby. Also I have Ruby twice.
Oh.
I have a German one, a copy, and a French copy. And the German copy also has the battery that has run dry, and I will also use that one to RNG manipulate. And there's also one a Sapphire, a German Sapphire cartridge where the battery has run dry. What was that weird noise?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if that was you
That was
or
me. That was me.
no. Thought that maybe he was back. Cameron was back. Average view duration is 40 minutes though.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Is your iPad still charging?
Yes, it's still playing. It's still viewing.
Of course I sleep in late. Hey Arch, there you are. How are you? Wondering when you're gonna show up. And
You didn't catch anything yet.
yeah.
So you didn't miss anything.
And guess what? You are right now. You're a moderator now. Got so many moderators already. But that's good though.
So what's the other moderator option? Does that mean they could log into your account?
I actually don't really know. I don't even know. It says... Wait, I'll check. Managing moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also has standard moderator capabilities. And standard moderator can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout.
Can they put other moderators in timeout?
That's a good question. I don't know. Very, very tired. Oh, did you pull an all-nighter?
Same.
Happy New Year for you as well, Arch. Ooh, that felt correctly, but felt good. But is it gonna be the right frame? Let's see. No, it's not. I want my pink Lugia. Come on. But yeah, Arch, you didn't really miss a lot until now. Still haven't gotten the shiny Lugia. How was your New Year's celebration? Oh, also, we planned, like we said yesterday, we planned on maybe streaming after coming back from a New Year's Eve party. But it didn't happen because we got back at around 3 a.m. ish.
3:38.
3:38, exactly 3:38.
My phone said 3:38 when I got into bed.
Yeah, that's when we got back and we were pretty tired. I mean, I still remember you fell asleep in the car.
I never fall asleep in the car, apart from last night.
Well, then that has to mean that you were really tired, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can hear, James is with me again.
But to be honest with you, we were there for about 9 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like 9 hours to
No, it
me. It
didn't.
felt
It
like
really
3
didn't.
hours. But it
It
wasn't.
did. It only felt like a couple, but yeah.
Yeah,
it was-
because Cameron said, "Oh, we were there for what?" He said 8 hours,
we got
and I
there-
said that can't be. That cannot be possible.
we
But
got
then he
there,
said he said, "Okay, but we got there around 18."
and left at about 2:45,
Yeah.
which is about
So 18, 19,
8 and a half
20,
hours.
21, 22, 23.
24, 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah,
So
that's
nearly 9
almost.
hours.
It really didn't feel like 9 hours. It just, that is really scary how fast that time elapsed.
Unfortunately for me, I didn't understand most of anything,
Yeah, but
but thankfully it was mostly translated.
yeah. I mean, they do know English, right? And you spoke to some of them.
Yeah. What I don't get with the Japanese books is this feels weird to me.
Say again?
With Japanese books, it feels weird holding it like this.
Yeah, but that's just, they read manga, you read them from right to left. It's just how it goes.
Mit bestem Dank, Söde.
Hmm? That it's funny, you just standing in front of the Lugia, and the Lugia not doing anything. Probably like, kid, what are you doing? Pretty good. Family was all in bed, so it celebrated with friends. I got an unexpected text from my girlfriend. She's away on a trip right now. Forgot where, but yeah. So we've had a nice New Year's celebration. That is good to hear. Yeah, ours was really fun. Went to a friend's party.
Yes, yeah.
He made tortillas for us. It was really tasty.
The tortillas were expired by a few months, but
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't matter because
no, they were fine. They were good. They were good. And I tried
I don't think they were expired. I think that was a thing with
production.
best eaten before, and that doesn't mean that it is expired. It just means that's the guaranteed date where the producers or the makers of that tortilla can guarantee that the taste and the consistency and the texture is like they want it to be, and after that it is, I think it's that and not expired.
Okay.
It was really good though.
It was, yeah.
And then he kept saying he's not good at cooking, even though I thought that it was really tasty.
No, it's a normal.
Yeah, just press. Pressing Z or Z doesn't change the frame thing. The frame elapsed the exact same time. So weird that it's, I don't know, time just elapsed. That, the fact that we were so many hours at a party and it felt like it was only 3 hours, but it wasn't.
Not even that.
And now that we were streaming for 3 hours and it didn't feel like it. Very strange. And also the fact that we're now 2024. I've heard from Rayquaza though, so that was nice. Oh, that's good. Hope they're okay. Or he is. It is a boy, if I remember correctly. Maybe he'll also join the stream soon, but to be fair, I'll stream for 10 minutes now, and yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
It's gone quite quickly.
Yeah, I still can't. I'm in disbelief right now that the party and this and also the fact being 2024 already. Kind of feel like I don't know what time is anymore. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it just sort of happens.
Yeah. But that's what my mom said, it just keeps getting faster and faster with age.
And then you did.
I remember that when I was a child, like 6-7 years old, Summer break felt like an eternity,
Oh yeah.
and now,
We'd get 6 weeks.
yeah, you 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I think we get more. I know
Oh, wow.
Luxembourg gets a lot of when you're in school, you get long holidays. And also the starting date and end date is different. That means that you could still go into vacation in September, where in September usually for Germans and French pupils it already is time to go back to school.
I mean, what was I going to say? We get 6 weeks off for the summer,
Mm.
and I think it's been like 2 weeks off for next Christmas.
2 for Christmas?
No, hang on.
I don't know. I can
Well, no, 1 week off for Christmas, I think,
only 1 week.
if I remember correctly. But then again, it's been a while.
I mean, I do remember distinctive, but that is Luxembourg. To be
Might
fair,
2 weeks actually.
we got 2 weeks, and for some, think we got 1 week. For example, around Halloween, it's 1 week.
Yes, yeah. That sounds about right because wait, you got time off for Halloween?
Yeah.
We didn't.
Well, the UK sucks, so no, I'm
You
just
had to go
kidding.
to
But
school on Halloween. I had to go to school on
I
Halloween.
had to go to university at Halloween, but then again, that was Trier, and that was Germany, and Germany has different how do I say, different holiday starting points and dates. I just know that Luxembourg, I think, has one of the longest school holidays in the world. If you add them all up.
Oh, yeah.
I could be wrong though, but I do remember that fact that we got pretty lucky there.
This game is so long. Did you play a thing called Kirby Mass Attack?
Yeah. It's a Kirby spin-off where your Kirby just splits into multiple small Kirbys. It's interesting, although I honestly got pretty tired pretty quickly of the game concept, don't know
Yeah.
why. It's a good game though, it's not a bad game. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Arch? If so, what are they? If you don't mind sharing. What are you playing right now? Oh, it's the Kirby thing, okay. That's also on the cartridge with the 500 games.
Yeah, everything. Basically, I've just chosen to leave this
Mm.
in the DS, so I don't have to worry about
Mm.
downloading anything.
Not really, my life's already perfect. So I think, well, that is... I mean, that's the first time I heard that, so that I'm really glad about that. I don't know many people that said their lives are perfect. But I'm glad that at least there's a person out there that's happy with their life. Do you know Kick, James, the streaming platform?
I thought it was a messaging app.
Apparently, Kick is a messaging app.
KIK.
No, kick like the word kick.
Oh, no, then no.
Mm.
Why, do you use that as well?
No, but I thought about streaming on multiple platforms, even though I think it's against Twitch. Is it against the rules of Twitch in terms of service?
I personally don't know. I don't really use Twitch.
Yeah, me neither.
But I don't see why. I mean,
I do remember there being some kind of terms of service about that, though. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, all of my viewer base is on YouTube anyway.
yeah, that's true.
Although YouTube does deserve to have a strong competitor, but
It does, yeah.
I know these were German, but there was Clipfish. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Clipfish. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like YouTube, but a German competitor. And there was another website, but I forgot the name, that was basically also that. And there's also Daily Motion, but I don't think Daily Motion...
Still exists.
Does it still exist?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what you're asking.
And then there's Blip, but that's not exactly the same. Blip.tv.
60-second go. No, that's something else.
Yeah, well, Vine was what TikTok is now, basically. Almost. With short videos. Short video format.
Wait, who's the first person you remember seeing on YouTube?
Ooh. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I asked Ray, he's probably off doing something else. Well, that's okay. That's... Okay, if this is not it, then... Come on, please, please, please. Oh well.
For me, it
Didn't get it today, but that doesn't matter. I think that's it for today. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours now. I will definitely stream this Saturday evening again. I mean evening, 9:30 Central European time, of course.
I'll probably be here.
Yeah, I'll
be here
and
as
maybe also try to stream on Sunday. 2 streams and no shiny. Yeah, with Mew it was like 3 streams and no shiny. Oops.
But yeah, for me, I think.
Yeah, sometimes I mess up the timing.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
But yeah, for me, I think on YouTube it was the iJustine thing. I don't know if you ever watched her, but.
No, I didn't. But all right then.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for attending my stream. Like always, very happy about that. And then hopefully I'll get it next time. The next time I'm gonna stream is going to be this Saturday, like I said before. If not, maybe I'll do a spontaneous stream at a later date this week. But then I'll make sure to schedule the stream so you know in advance. So until then, thank you for attending my stream. Again, I wish you a happy new year. And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.